Welcome. How are you? Welcome, all of you. Today I have pink apple. It's called Lucy Glow. It glow all right. Look at that. It's pink. So I have all kind of fruit today that I can carve. Okay, I still have persimmon. I never carved this before. This is the heirlooms peach, no pear. Okay, so these are the pink apple. It's called Lucy Glow. Okay, and you can get this from. You have to Google where to get this. Okay, I can't. I can give you guys the name of the store who bought and sold this. Okay, so this is very popular on social media. People are going viral for this. So my daughter, she went and grabbed 3 of them. Okay, one for herself. No, one for my mom. One for baby daughter, and one for me. This is how Lucy Glow look like. It's the taste. Okay, so the taste of it is quite contrary from the regular apple. It had a milder flavor. It's hard to say. People said that it was like it tastes a little bit more like what you call it, strawberry shake. And I don't agree entirely, okay, because it does not taste exactly like that, but I think that's the closest description. So it has very mild flavor. Okay, it doesn't have that apple sweetness or sourness into it. So today we went out earlier to eat because there's some young friends of my sweetheart long time ago. He's visiting. Well, both of them are here on. Well, the wife was working, so there's a triple job. So they leaving tomorrow back to LA, California. So they wanted to see us and take us out to dinner. So it was nice of them to take us out to dinner. Okay, so if you have followed me, you probably have seen my videos of this sweet potatoes here, okay, or yam, call it sweet potato. So when I weighed it, it's over 5 pounds. It's still pretty heavy, but I peel a whole lot of it out because I left it out too long and it got hardened and it was about to go bad. So I went ahead and peeled it yesterday and washed it, and I don't know how to treat the tarnish or when it oxidizes, meaning that the minute it's peeled and it's exposure to air, so it turned tarnished like that. Okay, so it's gonna be hard for me to carve it. Gail Pacetis. Sorry, I'm not good with name. Say hi to you also. Thank you. See. So let's see if I can carve this. Okay, my original intent was to have this carved, and I can peel it again, but then it's gonna turn tarnish right back. It's it's the yam that does that. The yam, potatoes, even the taro didn't do that. The taro root didn't oxidize until I steam it, and then it oxidized and it turned into a little straight lines. It was very pretty, but this sweet yam here, I could have made fry out of it, or I can make dessert, or I can roast this um, to enjoy. Okay, so I already peeled this yesterday, and I was gonna do something with it, but then I my time ran out. I got tired, and today too I wanted to touch bases with all of you. Just want to welcome all of you as usual. Say hello to all of you. Grayman, thank you for coming on. Hope you stay through. And yes, this is the 5 pound. It starts with 5 pound yam. Okay, this is not a regular yellow yam. This is the white yam. The outlay of it was kind of crimson color or reddish or pink, but then inside is white. It's supposed to be white, but then because it oxidized, so there's a fancy word, huh? Oxidation. So it turned. Look at that. It's already turned. It's already turned colors. It's already turned. I can go on and peel this until at the end of the core, it's gonna turn tarnish. Okay, it oxidized. I'm not sure. A certain chemical in the yam that does that, and it's harmless. Okay, it's quite harmless. So what I do last time with the taros, if some of you have followed me, is that I carved this beautiful. I had about 10-15 pound taros. It was that long. It was about that big. I'm not exaggerating. I have video to prove that. So that was quite expensive. It's like $4.99 per pound. Imagine, and then I went back another day. They had a bigger one. They had like pretty long like these, and it was like that big. I tempted, but I already bought this. So I said, if I don't have time to do this, it's gonna go bad, and it's gonna be sad because to see something that expensive and it's gonna go bad. Okay, so today we're gonna carve this baby. Okay, we're gonna we can steam this all together, and we can cook this in coconut milk, or we can like scramble this and eat it with steak or entree and what have you. So I love, or we can do this. Okay, we can carve it, make a nice vase or pot or pans or bowl, and then steam it until it's done, and then fill it up with marshmallows and some sweet cinnamons, little dash of brown sugar, and put it back in the ovens and let it cook for a few minutes. And I think that would be a good idea, huh? So to do this, I need to so we have to figure it out. So this is going to be the bottom of the pot or the pan or the vase. Okay, let's see what it's going to come out. Okay, because my head is kind of like not think what I'm going to do. Initially, I was going to do a little pot. Okay, I did that with the taro. It was so cute. Imagine my friend, she took to work, and people were amazed with the workmanship, because that took me about 2 days to carve that. Okay, I'm not going to try to do that. I'm going to do this quick, but then it's going to be a little bit funny because it's already started looking brownish. So I can't think of any flower that it's kind of have this kind of brownish color. Okay, Grayman, I was a vegetarian for a long time. When I was younger, not younger, maybe about 7-8 years ago. So you have to do with my, like, it's a female menopause period where woman body went crazy. So my hemoglobin was thrown out of balance, and a lot of things had happened to me. So the doctor was concerned either that I would do blood transfusions or I start eating some meat products. So then I started eating some meat and add fish and chicken into my diet, right? So that way I at least be safe side and I don't have to deal with a serious medical condition. So I love vegetable. My roommate, she's not roommate, she's my friend, she's vegetarian. So she's vegan. Actually, she's strict diet. She only eat plant-based food, which is good, but then it's gassy though, you know what I mean? Uh, I eat a lot of vegetables. There's certain vegetable that I enjoy, but then certain vegetable when I consume is just like, oh, it's so uncomfortable. You know, I was so embarrassed to be in public because I needed to be alone. You know, so yeah, vegetarian. I have no problem. I love vegetable. I can eat it all day. I eat raw. I eat blanch. I eat cook. I eat soup. It's a salad. You know what I mean? All of that. Okay, so, but I'm not a strict vegan. I'm sensible. I love shrimps and I love calamaris. I love fish, um, lobster, crayfish. That I like. So yes. Thank you for that question. I appreciate that. Oh, Sissy, ¿cómo está? Long time no see. Mm, pretty good. Yeah, there you go. I can't have egg though, Grayman. I'm allergic to eggs. I have a lot of food allergy. I can't have orange. I can't have eggs. I can't have peanut, corns. There's a lot of other things, and minute when I eat something, it doesn't agree with me. I started to feel a little choky, a little itchy, voice swollen up, and there's so many food allergies that I'm not even happy with. But then I just learned to survive. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and design a lid, okay, and then we'll see. Um, we're gonna design a lid because this right here, I don't even have. I keep cutting it off the top of it. Okay, I shouldn't have done that, but I did. So this knife are not very sharp at all. I think I lost some of my carving knife. But anyway, let's make the little knob, okay, of this pot. So we're gonna go. Oh, it's pretty. Ooh, this thing would not be fun at all because it's so breakable. Okay, it's so it's so crispy, and that because I had it in the fridge for so long. You know what? I'm not even gonna dance with this thing. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and design it. But anyway, I just want to have something fun to do. Okay, nothing serious. Okay, nothing serious. I'm not cooking today because it's too late already. Okay, I don't want the house to smell up, because some people is already in bed, so I should be minding my conversation also. Okay, so we're gonna do the 4 leaves. We're gonna do the. Oh, this is gonna be tough to do this thing because I should have cooked this first. It'll be easy to carve. In fact, it'll be easy to. I mean, it'll be hard to even see the trail, see the carving because the color is. This is this is tarnished color, which is not fun at all. But let's see what it's gonna turn out. Okay, I just want to experience this because when I did the taro, that turned out so nice, and I really enjoy that. Okay, let me see where I'm at. So it's not even easy to bend this thing. So I enjoy that a lot. But this yam right here is not easy to do it. But then let's have some fun with this. Okay, it's nothing serious. I had a lot of food uh, menu that I have in mind, but I haven't had chance to do it because I'm a full-time nanny, and the only day that I have will be Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. And when she's here, sometimes she is very mild, very loving, and will allow me to do what I need to do with my program. But then I don't like to pull all that time to do my own business, and leave her be. You know, I don't. But then sometimes when she's cool and all, and her mom give me permission to feature her on my show, so she's super cool. I really like her because she's super cool. She's a super cool parent. So I sometimes when when she's not sleeping, I have her on my show. You know, I mean, I don't like this. This is too hard. Too hard. But let's have some fun with it, okay? I mean, if you want um, to have some fun with this thing. So I'm trying to create like a little lid for this. See if it's gonna even work. So, so we went out to have dinner. I have, believe it or not, I should go Yelp people on this because I ordered the buffalo wings and goodness, I don't know. It was, I don't think it was deep fry. I think it was. I think my chicken was. I think my chicken was air fried, reheated because not only the chicken smelled stale, old, and was dry. I wasn't happy with it at all. What's my background, Grayman? Well, I was born in Cambodia, so I am Cambodian, or you call me Khmer. But my family are from Thailand, but I denounce being Thai because don't want to know the reason um, until they start being nicer. No, I'm a Thai descent. Was born in Cambodia, so I'm proud of that heritage. But then the recent activity it made me feel so complete out of touch. You know, I mean, I love my birthland and everything, and it threw me off the balance. I found myself so upset and so disappointed because because of the border contention, you know. But yeah, I was born in Cambodia in a small province known as Battambang. Not a lot going on in Battambang, not like in Siem Reap with Angkor Wat. If you have chance to visit Angkor, the great ruin. So I visited last summer. My first time visited, not first time visiting my homeland. I visited there. This is my third time visited there. But each time I visited there, I didn't go too much because you know that after Khmer Rouge, I have that backlash memories of of, of war torn, and I feel that I was gonna get succumbed by Khmer Rouge. So every time I visit, I still have that backlash memory. You know, it was not pretty at all. So I didn't stay very long, but this time last summer when I went, I stayed about 2 weeks in Battambang with my family. Majority of my family are in Battambang, where I'm originally born, and I went to Thailand first, and I went on land um, to go to Cambodia to see my family in Cambodia. So I have family in both nations, believe it or not. You know, I mean, I have a lot of my family in Thailand, both sides of my family, the grandparents' side of family, so paternal and maternal. So, but I have my great aunt and my great aunt has 10, 12 children, I guess. So after the genocide, her family grown so much is that, I mean, they they just outnumber. So there were a few of them were born at the same time as I, and during my time, so I recognized them, but then quite a few of them were born after I left Cambodia, so I didn't know any of them. So it was good to like to to see them, to see my new cousin. It was really nice to meet them, and then the new generation, the children, and so on and so forth. And my trip to Cambodia was to reunite my mom and her sisters. She visited them in 2016, and but her sister had been so ill, and I think she's not going to make it. So my mom said that to take her to Thailand to see her brother, and then to Cambodia to see her sister. Um, and then after we spent some time with her, we came home. So she passed away like a week later. So that was a bit bittersweet for my mom to be able to um, see her sister before she depart. And again, last time when she went in 2016, she haven't seen her family for since 1970, 1980. So she went back in 2016 to see her brother and sisters in both nation. Um, and then her brother died from lung cancer, and then she blamed herself that, oh, maybe she jinxed him. That no, my uncle's been sick for a while, and then he decided to do, after they found out what's wrong with him, he's already like in the stage 4, um, and he went ahead and got his chemotherapy. I think the chemotherapy is what killed him. So my mom blamed herself for that, and she got over, and then she went to see her sister. And I told her that already the reason we went to Cambodia is to see her ill sister, knowing that she's about to pass. So there's no reason to blame anybody or blame herself. Anyways, you can't really see the pattern because funny because um the textures, I mean, you can't really see it. It doesn't matter what I do, you won't be able to see it too much, okay? So it's just for fun. I just want to spend some time here chatting with you guys because every time I'm on cooking, I want to be able to like have a conversation, and some of you like really mad at me and try to boycott on me and everything. So I got it, you know. I mean, it's hard to have a conversation when I cook, because when I get distracted, I can burn, I can put too much salt, and, and it won't be pretty, you know. So no, this yam right here I won't recommend for artwork because it's not like taros. This is the first time I'm trying yam. So thank you. I I lost so many family members last year. I lost my aunt and 5 other cousins. So I like everybody is like been so ill for so long. And one of the saddest one is she passed away on her wedding day. That one's like that one's very difficult for me to deal with because she's only in her late 30, and she she yeah she well she didn't pass away on her wedding day. She actually she went into a coma on her reception, at her receptions, and she was in a coma for a while until they decided that to end her. So they did. So and then my aunt, and then this year I lost my younger brother. So tomorrow I'll be on the road the whole day. Not whole day. I still have to work until later. I know. Something like this is not going to go so quick, Raymond. You know, it's just the kind of thing that you relax and you're not worried about going anywhere, burn anything or anything like that. You know, you just enjoy being on here with you guys, and that's all I'm worried that I'm concerned about. Um, I'm not worried about getting my cooking done because I'm not cooking today. I may not even, if I done with carving, I would wait for tomorrow to steam this, okay? Or I might make fry out of this for real. It depends, okay? Depend where I'm at tomorrow. So and then tomorrow after the baby is picked up, oh shoot, because this is where I have problem with. I will be able to balance it. Okay. So tomorrow, what's gonna happen tomorrow is that I'm taking a long trip to California. My brother, my very own brother, he passed away in September, and as usual, the Cambodian culture is that we get to celebrate the funerals, the actual funerals, and then the 7-day memorial, the 3-month memorial, so 100-day memorial, and then the annual memorial service. So that's what gonna be taking place. So I am gonna embarking toward California tomorrow in the evening. So I think I'll be sleeping most of the time because my niece and her husband be driving, so we get a rental. So it's easier to drive a rental car out of state like that. So it's about it's about 580 or 600 mile to drive. Okay, I drove. Yay! See, I'm telling you, I'm not even a straight line. so I drove from California when I moved here. Okay, I got a rental also, and I drove by myself. It's crooked, but it's okay. You know that yam you can eat it raw too. It's very nice, crunchy. I used to do that in Cambodia. When I'm out on the farm, I get hungry because my dad had all kind of fruits and vegetable on the farm, and sometime when my dad built fire, I was able to harvest the yam. It's not very big, you know. I mean, it can be that big, that long, because it's not a very old. I don't know how they got this to be this big. Anyway, so just to let you know, this thing you can eat it raw too, but you don't know that. Now you do. But don't eat too much of this, okay? Because your stomach is not it's not used to like my crazy stomach, because anyway. So I can go ahead and make some cavity out of this. It's not going to be easy to carve this because I need a container for this so I can cook later. So I just want to spend time with you guys today. I'm not cooking. I'm not in a hurry. Somebody complained about, Vanna, you work so slow. Does it look like I'm in a hurry? No. I always be complaining, you know, about my show. I never get a chance to see your guys' show, so I don't know what's the problem with that. So, okay. The reason it's slow because it's live streaming. It's not pre-recorded show, so where you cut and chop and chop and chop and chop and make it so quick in 5 minutes. I do that too. I do pre-record, and I do my own editing too before I start doing live show. I pre-record and do my own editing. Okay. Yeah. Editing my own video show. The same program that they edit the movies and all. It gets complicated. I miss that. I'm gonna go back, start doing that also, because I miss doing the editing, and I can because as a new YouTuber, the YouTube won't allow me to. They started with like 19 minutes max. Okay, I can't have longer than that. So then after a year, where I start doing live, because they allow me to do longer time, and then with the live show, they can't say nothing but allow me do whatever. And then since I started doing live, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the interaction. I enjoyed the time that I'm able to slowly, at my pace, you know, I don't have to worry about going anywhere and jump off the boat or miss the plane, nothing like that. So I enjoyed the live show, and I got to interact with you great people. So so it was kind of nice. So I know that a lot of you guys not cooking, you know, here just wanted to enjoy, you know, I mean, watching. I know that you guys don't cook, you know, for those who cook, they go Google somewhere else. Anyway, you know, people are so impatient, Grandma. They don't want to stay the whole show because they wanted something excitement. They want something little little challenge, something fun, something, you know, fun factor, something that they can laugh, something they can make fun of, you know. They said that it's boring, you know. Okay, I got it, you know. I mean, what can I do? You know, I'm not an entertainer. I'm a chef. So what do you want me to do? Make fun of my cooking? Go ahead, you know. It don't hurt me. Um, some people did that already, so I learned. Yeah, so I mean, you know, I mean, if you guys got nothing to do, you can you can definitely send me the yeah, you can uh, send me your comment. Oh, thank you. You know, I got this from I can't mention name because TikTok don't allow me to say anything, because they strike me a lot when I say, if I mention product name or store name, you know, they get really sensitive. They want to get paid. So yeah, so I went out and bought a few new sweaters, because people have probably seen me wearing the same sweater over, like I need to give it up. So thank you. It's so nice and comfortable. It's not one of those crazy thick sweater. You know, I like light sweater. Baba, unless you're cooking. Thank you. I'll put you next time, okay? It was good to have you too. Well, welcome. If you have not already subscribed or follow on my channel, please do, because I always return the same favor. I'm fair, and I always make sure that whoever get on here and subscribe to my channel, and I will go right back and support you too. If you're not a YouTuber, you're just on here watching and enjoy yourself, I subscribe also. So I don't care whether you a content creator or not. Okay, so here we go. I make the little what you call it, cavity. It's gonna be the lid, okay, because it's gonna go over, because I did that on the turtles and it worked so well. It's so cute too. But this one is not looking so cute at all. I don't like the color. I wish it doesn't look like, oh, but then it looked like clay though. Okay, we're gonna do that. Okay, we can still enjoy it as a clay. And then I have one, this is called Lucy Glow. I don't know why it's glow, she's pink. That inside it is pink, okay? So, oops, sorry. I had that dry chicken wing. Never again, I'm gonna order chicken wing from that restaurant again. I'm gonna give them a Yelp for giving me shitty wing like that. You know, it was so, it's not even cheap. It's like $20 something. You know, I gather that if I get a panel of $20 chicken wing, I can feed the whole family, and I can make like the best chicken wing ever. Then like I have to chew it. Like I was hungry. I was hungry when I see my chicken in that condition. I was so disappointed. And then my honey said, "Honey, you want me to send it back?" And then it will be forever for them to bring back, or they even, I don't want, sometimes, you know, I know, usually this restaurant here, we go there all the time, and if we have complaint, they really accommodate. But tonight, I'm like, I still have my chicken, okay? Look, I'm not kidding with you. So there was 9 pieces, so I ate 5, okay, because I was hungry. And then I brought it home. It was not even. And then my friend, he ordered chicken nugget for his daughter. Same thing. The baby, she's so cute. She's only 17 months old, and she's not on formula. She's not on bottle, so she eats solid food. She got 8 teeth. So that baby, she's trying to eat her chicken nugget. No, chicken strip. And she put a big piece in her mouth. She was chewing it until like, and she wants some water. She was good. She's trying to chew her chicken, but it's too tough. Finally, her dad called the waiter over and tell him that, you know, chicken was really dry. He apologized and he said that um, they want to accommodate, but it's already later in the night. He said it's okay. So they remove it from the tag. I didn't ask them to remove my chicken, but then I didn't appreciate the fact that, I mean, they overserve people and you think that they're gonna make real chicken. No, I think it's processed chicken. All they do is just put it back on the microwave. I feel it like that. You know how microwave cooking, you can feel it's microwave cooking or air fry or charbroil. You can tell it, right? It's not charbroil, believe me. I mean, if it's deep fry, I know that also because I'm a chef. I know a little bit about food. It's hard to make a fool out of someone who knows how to cook. But like I said, once in a while when we have visitor or my sweetheart and I would go out and eat, a family and kids, and go out to eat, just enjoy ourselves. We don't want to cook all the time, but I do like cooking though. I love cooking. I mean, between eating out and cooking, I chose cooking because I don't like to have to deal with certain things like these, dry chicken, dry beef, tough beef, too oily, too fatty, too of everything, too of everything. That's what make me decided to stay home and cook. So here we go. We can create a little pot. Okay. So it does look like clay, huh? At the end of the night, it's gonna be clay for real. So that's what happened tonight. Okay. So I disappointed. But next time I'm not gonna have that. I never have the chicken nugget. I mean chicken wing before, and a buffalo wing before, because this is the first time I have it, and then it will be the first and the last. Oh, I never met baby Abora. She's so cute, but oh man, she's so active, very smart, and she she had a hard time staying one place. She's hyperactive, so she ate very good, and after she's done, she came over. She let me hold her, and after we finished eating, her dad had to. Oh yeah, not only that, the chicken was really bad. They our friend offered to pay, so we got treated. So gave him the wrong bill, so he have to wait for a new bill. So the baby girl was so restless, so we have to depart to take her outside. She wanted to go to the upstairs on the staircase. So mom took her up on the staircase, so they went up to like the second floor, and she was happy, and she didn't want to leave. And when we have to leave, she dropped down on the cement, and she was just like not having a good time. So mom is already upset and dad's already upset. So I went over and picked her up, and I carried her home. I carried her to the car. She was happy with me. And then when we got dropped off at home, I said goodbye to her, and she wanted to come to me, and then she threw a big fist because she wanted to come home with me. But her parents have to take her back to the hotel because they're leaving tomorrow, catching a flight to go back to LA tomorrow. So that was a good experience with our little baby Abora. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do with these tomorrow, I'm gonna boil this and I will mash it and maybe add a little butter to it and a little seasoning. That would be my. I can make that as a breakfast. Oh yes, I can make I can blend this and make a yam hash brown. You know how we do potato hash brown? We can do yam hash brown also. Or there's a few things that we can do with this. Okay, we can definitely mash this and eat with all. Serve as the side dish, or we can whatever I can do. hash brown it and serve it breakfast. Serve breakfast as breakfast. Oh, Cece, this is the sweet yam. This is the white kind of yam. The outlay of it is kind of crimson color, kind of pinkish color, reddish. I don't know. It's hard to explain. But then the inside is supposed to be white, white flesh. But then it got oxidized. Minute it contact in the air, it started to turn this funny color here. It oxidized. It turned tarnish because same thing as potatoes, same thing as the orange jam. Okay, it's certain thing in a certain chemical, natural current in this type of root product or tube product is that it does turn tarnish. I'm not sure, but then the only thing that didn't turn tarnish that I experienced with would be the taro. The taro is pretty good. Only when we cook it and then it oxidizes into that little vein looking, but it's pretty good so far. Okay, I give it great A's. But this one right here, my first time doing this. Okay, I never done with yam before, and I forgot that this gonna happen. So I tried to treat it with vinegar. That didn't work. I tried to treat it with salt, rub it with salt. That didn't work. So I tried to again use the lime to wash it off. That didn't work. So I'm like, okay, I'll just leave it alone. Then it's just gonna be like one of those items that cannot be treated. So I just enjoyed it. So I didn't have the knob for this. I cut it too much. So there you go. But I'm not done yet. I'm just trying to decavitate this. What's the word? I'm just trying to drill drill the hole for this. Okay, because we have to make a pot out of this. So with the Cambodian, I'm Cambodian. Not they, me, can make dessert out of this, okay? A sweet yam. I definitely can make dessert out of it. Okay, just like ube, okay? Ube and simple ube is purple, yeah? This is not purple, so I can make cake out of this. Maybe that's what we do tomorrow. We do, I hope I have enough, okay? We'll do sweet potato cake. I have a recipe for ube that I learned from my friend who's Filipino. I got invited to the family function that are on the Filipino side of the family, and Sylvia, she's a great cook, and she make the ube dessert, the Filipino recipe. She didn't give me the recipe, but I recorded how she make it, so I know what I need to make ube dessert or the ube cake. So the same thing for this, okay? Ube is a purple yam. So this happened to be a white yam. Well, now it turned kind of yellowish, tarnish-ish, because it's supposed to be white, but it oxidized. Mean that it transformed into some other thing. That's not it. But let me get more out of this. I don't want it too thin. If I steam it tomorrow, it might break. And then I want to be able to. So the idea just being born, okay? Cece. First, I wasn't really sure what I'm gonna do with this here. I was gonna mash it or brownie it. Make hash brown. But then I remember what we did with the ube. We're gonna make sweet yam cake, and I'm gonna steam this, okay? And then when the cake is done, I can fill it up, and then we're gonna top it up like this. Maybe give to my mom. I think she'll be happy. Okay. Something like that, yeah. So let it tarnish. There's nothing I can do about the tarnish, and because it changed the color. No matter what I do to it, it ain't gonna change. So I'm not gonna do it too thin, because last time not last time, this is my first time doing this, but with the taro I did many times, so I'm familiar with that. Okay, so but we're gonna do sweet potato cake tomorrow, and then we can, then I'll steam this. I'll make a little I will make nice design of it, okay, because you know how I am. I love pretty food, so I can't help myself, but I'm obsessed with pretty food. You know, I mean, it's not a bad obsession, okay? It's just that oh, I don't know what your obsession, but my obsession is with food, okay? I love pretty food. I love beautiful fruit. I have 2 more honeydew, and somebody want me to make more basket of honeydew fruit basket, because they said I was so pretty, and she wanted to, I think Lucy, my friend, she wanted to impress her co-worker. And then she loved taking the photo and video of my food when she come home. I'm doing cooking for my cooking show. She makes sure that she has a lot of videos so she can post on her page. I said, why don't you do, Neil, and show that side of your talents instead of my talents, you know? Okay. So so you rather promote my cooking show than your own. Okay, that worked. Thank you. Thank you very much. So there we go. It was hard to get it out because it's a little tough, but I got it out, okay? I mean, this is steel hand here, okay? So I'm just gonna smooth it out to make it look pretty. Yeah. I have coconut shredder, but I'm not gonna deal with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, the weather is getting a little cooler over here, Grayman. Today it was like 51 degree. That's cold for me. I'm a cold cat. I'm anemic, so I'm always cold. I can see that it's not straight line, but I can't do it, because then if I do it, then it's gonna be like not gonna be even with my, it's not gonna be even, because I got it crooked from the start, so we're just gonna keep it crooked. Yeah, I can never draw a straight line, which is fine. We'll do like, well, we just do, oh man, I should have done this before I remove. It's now going to be hard for me to even make any kind of design. Maybe I don't want to make design, because this thing is so hard to make design, because I'm not sure, but I always saying that, but then I did the opposite. Like, I may not be able to do that at all, because maybe a little bit, because I got it thin already. If I do it too hard, I might puncture this, and then that's the end of my project. So you can go to sleep early when that happens. Yeah. So because it doesn't matter what kind of artwork I put on here, you won't be able to see it too much, because it oxidize and it tarnish. You know, just like old silver. No, old silver, it tarnish. Same thing here. This is, it's not an old yam, but it's tarnished. How are you, Cece? How you been? Oh, yeah, my feet too. So, sorry, guy. Didn't mean to do that. So, I have cold feet too, but when I go to bed, even I have cold feet, I can't put under the blanket. I don't understand it, Cece. I don't know. It's weird, right? I mean, daytime, cold feet. Nighttime, I have hot feet, so I don't know. I don't understand it, but I have to take the sock off at bed on bed at bedtime so I can sleep. Otherwise, I won't be able to sleep because then I will feel the heat coming, and then I can't cover my feet. I have to stick my feet out from the cover. I don't know something. I don't know, Cece. I thought that I don't want to I don't want to reveal too much. It sounds crazy, but yeah, that's what it is. You know, I mean, it is what it is. Oops. So yeah, it's nothing that I never know why, but I just know that it's cold daytime, it's hot nighttime. Like I don't understand it. I don't have diabetes to have what you call it those symptoms, you know. But because I know that I'm a diabetic educator, so I know a little bit about the condition of stuff like that. There's a fancy word for that. It'll come back to me when I don't need it. Anyway, so this is going to be like an old rusted pot that can't get the design going, you know, because this color is making me blind because it's just like so, like an antique silver for real. I don't know how I'm going to carve all of this because it's so ugly. The color is look like antique. Yeah, it's gonna be like an antique pot for real, so not much I can do about that. So, but at least I got it to pair out. Okay, so oh, because I smoothed it now, it's not even close right. No, I will smooth on the top too. How about that? If I smooth everything, I think it's gonna flush. Right now it does not flush because how about that? Yeah, girl, smooth it all up. By the time I have leftover, it will be like on the bottom of this bowl. It'll be funny, right? Just want to check in with all of you. Okay, hope that everything go well with all of you and the children are doing well, spouse are doing well, grandma and grandpa. You say, I am grandma and grandpa. I got you. I do. I still have my mom. My grandparents are gone, but my dad too. And then followed by my brother. Okay, now look more like coconut. I think this is where it... Well, you know what? I ruined it, so we're just gonna stay ruined like that. Okay, so it's useless for me to like do anything else with it because you can't even see the pattern, so it's useless. I would love to put like a little heart here and there, okay? But I think this is pretty cool already. What do you think? You like? You know, it reminds me one of those old pot that you just discover from under earth, you know. So Arizona, really? You live in Arizona? My friend, she live in Chandler. She's in Chandler, and I think they have a good amount of Asian community there. I saw her. She's always partying. She always posts picture from the temple. And we have temple here too, the Buddhist temple, but it's small. The Cambodian temple is small. The Thai temple is pretty big. So yeah, so let me trying to smooth this out a little bit. Believe me, by the end of this night, this will be gone. With nothing left for the bowl or from the whatever. I don't know about you. I think I'm done because because it's useless for me to put any kind of a pattern on, because oh, there's something I can do in here, because it's tarnished, it's oxidized, such a dookie color. Oh, you visit Arizona? I did. I visited Arizona a couple times. I visited the detention center because I have to do some interpreting there, for some Cambodian gentlemen who got arrested and who were a long time ago, where before the issue with immigration law, if a person get arrested the three strikeout, so they get removed from regular locked up facility pending pending deportation. So they would take them to Tucson lockup facility. This where the what you call it, the detention center there. The majority of people who will get deported will get sent to Tucson, Arizona lockup facility. Well, back in about 10 years ago, perhaps 15, 20 years ago, when the immigration law was really still pretty reasonable, where it's fair, okay? I mean, due process is fair and all that is fair. So people get to bail themselves out and come home and live, come home, pay the fee for the attorney to file papers and to, but their green card get confiscated, so they have to reapply for the green card and stuff like that. So in the day now, no more talking. They just send you to, it's, my children tell me don't talk politics, so I don't want to talk politics. Okay, I'm sorry, but I just want to say that I went to Tucson, Arizona a few times because it needed interpreter there before they can use the phone and all that. And now I don't have to travel. They just put me on the phone, put me on Skype, put me on group chat, whatever it is, and then get the work done. Before, we have to travel, have to fly out of the country, not the country, fly out to another city to do interpreting. Now, they got modernized. After COVID-19, taught people some valuable, listen, we got smarter, okay? So here tomorrow, what am I going to do with it? Oh, tomorrow I am going to cook this, blend this, make dessert out of it. I have perfect recipe for that I learned from Vivian when she did her Uber is the right ube cake, but we're gonna do white potato. It's not white anymore, it's tarnished now, so we'll call it brown cake. Okay, all right, so my little bowl is done. Ta-da-da. Yeah, it looked like one of those Aztec discovery from like an antique, when you unearth this, like anthropologists got this from the underground, like filled up golds. Yeah, tomorrow we'll fill it up with gold. It's gonna be this brown cake here. Okay, all right, so I don't want to do any more carving because I did on here, can't even see it. Okay, it's a waste of my time. So anyway, excuse me. Yeah, we just unearthed this 1,000-year-old pot, okay, pottery. So we're gonna place it right here. Let me close this. Maybe if I close it, it'll stop the process of being tarnished. I'm gonna keep in the fridge until tomorrow, okay? So I'm gonna try to do this when the baby is asleep, because like I said, I have to departure for California tomorrow to to be with my niece because she wanted me to be there for the family because her dad is gone now, and her mom's still mourning heavily, and her grandma had left to Cambodia. So she called me and said, "Auntie, you're coming, right?" First, I didn't plan on going because she didn't want to have a big gathering. She just wanted a small gathering where we make food from home and take it to the monastery and make the offering to the Buddhists, to the Buddhist monk. So so I thought that well, then if it's not that big, then I wasn't going. But then when I hear my niece sound of despair, and I said, okay, first I went to check around for the ticket. That I can do standby because a friend, she can get a standby ticket for me, but then the latest flight for the standby, this airplane, this airplane, they in flight early, so I wouldn't be able to get off that early. See, and then my daughter rent a van so I can bring her sister and the rest of the family member with me. But I won't be driving. I think they trust their own driving. I'm probably gonna take a long nap because on Saturday I will be busy help preparation for food and spend time with the family. So that's what's gonna happen tomorrow. Lucky if I have time to cook when the baby's here. I hope that she take nap. Today she take a short. Today she was good. She was napping. But then it's not long enough for me to do anything. So so that's why I wait until in the evening to do this. And so I just want to have some bite of this. This is the persimmon. I love persimmon. I never had persimmon until I came to America, honestly, because growing up in Cambodia, I didn't like fruit that much. I only like green fruit, like green. We don't have apples because apple is not the native fruits. It was expensive for import, and grapes also. So growing up eating jackfruit, durians, lychee, mangosteen, what else? Longan, and all that. So grape, apples, these we don't have it now. I think they start growing this because they just realize that they have missing out all this fruit from this side of earth. A lot of banana. It's Cambodian banana. No, actually this is Vietnamese banana. It's called Jade the Bong Yun. So I think it's southern Vietnam. Sweet bananas, and it's green, but it smells and tastes so good. Okay, so I'm gonna brag with you about this apple here. Okay, this is the Lucy Glow. So this is granny apples, Lucy Glow, and it looks the same as the Fuji apples. Okay, but the inside of it is kind of pinkish color. So I wanted to peel this and do a little carving for you guys. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, we can I don't know if it's gonna get tarnished or oxidized or not. So if it is, I'm gonna use the lime flat. Okay. What the? Oh, sorry, the wrong apples. Poor thing. Let me have this also. You know that my friend, she went and got the apple pizza. I didn't like it too much because it is not, I don't know, the apple pizza, the apple cutter, I think it was a waste of fruit. Okay. I like doing by hand better because this part here, the pit part here, if you use the apple slicer, it's take a whole bit out of it, like that big, you know. So I never like it. I always peel it in an Asian way. Yes, the American, they do inward like this, right? I can do that too, but it's slower. But because I'm born Asian, we've been taught like that. Okay, so yeah, we are so different. We talk different language. We eat different food. We have different skin texture. We have different eye color. We have hair different color. So, and we cut fruit differently. Just like we do the opposite of each other. And that because we live under the same sun, the same moon, the same earth, save for it was on the other side of earth. So with that, we do things differently. My American friend used to say, "Oh, don't do that one. That's dangerous." I think it's more dangerous this way. Okay, that's like you want to invite the knife to poke you. Okay, so keep the knife away from your chest. To me, it's common sense. Okay, but then my American said, "Oh, you make me nervous." I said, "So am I. You make me nervous too by cutting inward. I've cut outward, so nothing gonna cut me. Cut outward." So, all right. I'm supposed to go to the market and get a few of this, huh? But let me sample first if it's gonna be good. If it's good, then I'll get some more. Oh, look at that! See that? It had beautiful pink color, and they said that it's so hot in the market is that people have to like fight over this. I sampled yesterday. In fact, I sampled earlier today, so it tastes pretty good. Smell like apple. Look like apple, but it tastes a lot better than regular apples. It's do you know that this is the best part of apple? The nutrient. The vegan will tell you this. The vegan would some of the strict vegan will eat only the peel. No, I might be wrong, okay? Don't quote me on that. I was watching a documentary many years ago on this gentleman. He's a vegetarian. I think he's vegan. So what he did was that he would peel all the fruit and vegetable, right? And he'll throw away this part, and he eat this part here. He was saying that we just strip the nutrient out of fruit and vegetable by peeling them. I agree, but there's certain peel, right? They don't recommend that you eat it like the potato. Sometimes we eat potato with peel, but they said that we shouldn't. But I don't know what to tell you, so you're gonna have to use your best judgment, okay? I'm not trying to encourage anybody to not eating anything anymore, because you never know who I'm gonna offend it. So here we go. This is called Lucy Glow. Is it Lucy? Did I get it right? Lucy Glow. I hope so. Did I say Lucy earlier? See? Oh. Um. Oh, you do, huh? You got vegetable juicer. Yeah. I got one back there too. See, back there. Oh, you're going to bed. Good night, sweetheart. Sweet dream. Okay, go out and get some pink apple and try it and let me know how it goes. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go to this market that they mentioned. That sold this thing. Okay, it's sold at exclusive food department. Okay, not just any grocery store. It have to be certain. You can Google it. So who sell all this pinky loving Lucy Glow apples, and then you go get it. I can't say it because TikTok will strike me. I'm just being real, okay? I'm not making up nothing. You don't see it. I see it. Okay, when they strike me, you don't see it. When you see that block, look at that. That's from the yam here. Yeah. So all right. Let's do some pretty flower on this, okay? I'm thinking about maybe I do on this side. That's what I do. Okay. I only have one, so if I ruin it and that's it, we're gonna eat this right away. Okay. We can do the basic. We can do the Cambodian flowers. Got them dual, which only have 3 petals. So that's a big petal. We'll do 4. Okay, we'll do 4 petal flowers. Prettier. So the idea is to divide this into 4 quarters. So I have half now. So we do 2 more, then it'll be 4. We'll see if I can get any color out of it. So how are you guys evening going to bed? I know that some part of the world are pretty late. It's getting late here too. It's 11:36, almost midnight. So East Coast would be 1 by now. So you still up with me? Yay, you party pooper. Eat both. I know. Make it so simple. So this is pretty good, right? Look on. Yeah. I like mine peel because the extra fiber. It's easy to eat this. People told me that don't eat with your mouth full or don't talk with your mouth full. Lucky dancer, thank you. So let's go ahead and execute this. We have 4 big petals, or we can do 8 petals. We can do big 4 big petals, okay? Because that's easy. I don't have to stay here all night trying to figure it out. Okay. Did you see the honeydew basket? That was so cute, right? I mean, I don't want to do another one because I did twice already. No, I did the bowl and I did the basket the other day. No, I did basket twice. And yeah, somebody really liked it. They said, "Oh, the fruit does taste better with beautiful design." I said, "Stop lying." Because you want me to make extra for you? No, It does not taste better. It tastes the same. There's sometimes people trying to sweet talk you to do extra, you know. I agree. It tastes better because you enjoy the design. Oh shoot. Yeah. So mm, it's an apple. No, it crossed between apple and oh shoot. Apple and watermelon. That I would say. See? Mm. It's not like it's not like Fuji apple. Okay, Fuji apples are delicious, but it had that apple unique taste to it. This one, it's just like oh, it's like eating watermelons and pear. Like you put the melon and the pear together. Does that make sense? So how did they come up like these? So these are the modified fruit. Yeah, it's not GMO. Okay, it just what you call it? What's the term? Anybody know when they change certain fruit into? It's not. It's called modifying. They call. What's the English word for that? Anybody know? Yeah, you're right, Grayman. But it's okay, you know. I'm cool with that. You know, I'm crazy about carving anyway. So if it make a person happy, then I'm for it. You know, I mean, um, tastes good though. But they think it's expensive too. It's not only it look pretty and all, but it's also pricey. Um, in China or in Japan, they they do special design for apple, for melon and stuff like that. Um, last summer I went to one of the Japanese grocery store. It was grand opening. I went for the old grand opening. So they have melon that cost like $80 in the special box, and I didn't see anybody buying it. I just saw people keep looking at and open up the box and want to see what is inside. How does the melon look like? The $80 melon look like? You know, I think it's a waste of 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 resources, because I never gonna buy anything like that. Well, people with money would do crazy thing anyway. So I mean, they do think maybe people do buy it for a wedding or for a special gift or something. You know, I mean, for me to pay $80 for a melon, eh? With $80, I can buy like the whole grocery store of melons. So gotta be smart on that. So my knife is not even sharp anymore. Um, I just realized that in China and in Japan, the farmers create mold for their fruit. Okay. Oh, that's my stomach crying for having too much vegetable. I'm sorry. Did you hear that? It's growling. Um, Maybe that because I ate bad chicken wing, stale chicken wing. I'm gonna go on Yelp and put a piece of my mind on it because I'm disappointed with the chicken. Okay, so what was I saying? So they make square watermelons. So once the melons start develop, the baby melon, they use the square mold. Okay, so they put the melon in there and place it on the earth, and when the melon grow and fill up the whole square or the whole heart shape or the Buddha face or whatever it is, they achieve that, and they're good at that. I have to give them like 2 thumbs up because it's such a great idea, and it's sold too. It's sold. They make money out of it. People do respect people the farmer who are creative. So that's the petals. You can't really see it, but let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see it. So yeah, and last year, a few years ago, my daughter sent 2 pink pineapple, and they're expensive. They're like almost $20 per pineapple. It's pink like this, and because it's modified, so it didn't taste exactly like pineapple. It crossed between watermelon and berry. The same thing right here. People said that. I saw people mention online that it tastes between watermelon and strawberry and berry. Okay, so same thing for the pink pineapple, pink pineapple. Okay, but they're expensive though. It came in a little nice box. I think one of the grocery store here have it for $19.99. I think it was pretty pricey for something. What do you call it? They call that rare. Of course, it's rare. All my life, I never seen pink. I never seen pink apple, no pink pineapple, and now the farmer really like crossed the road to do that. So there you go. I think I'm gonna make another design here. Okay, let me see what I have. So I was pleased with it. So I told my daughter, "Ooh, they have pink pineapple here, but they're expensive." Yes, Mom. I didn't know it that expensive. Shoot. For me personally, if it's that much, no, I'm okay. I'll take video of it, and then that's it. I'm not gonna even bother to buy it and bring it home for what? What's the purpose of getting it all the expensive fruits when you can get something that tastes better and cheaper? My daughter said, "Mom, okay, stop it. It's just for the heck of it." So, now, for the heck of it. See? Oh, shoot. Now, yeah, it does taste like cross between pineapple and strawberry. Absolutely. So what else can I make out? I'm gonna eat the rest. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Not bad. Nice and sweet. No, no, no sour. Just plain bland kind of sweet. It's no flavor like Granny Smith or Granny Apple or Fuji. Okay, Fuji is one of my favorite apple. I love Fuji apple. There you go. I know. Don't want to waste this because the thing is pricey. Because anything that excuse me, anything that is rare is expensive. I'm gonna eat this anyway, so there you go. Got nice petals. I'm gonna make just 4 petals. The rest, I'm gonna eat it. Not bad for a rare apple. or do a sorry, to do a 3 leaf, 3D petals. Mm. To do that, I have to remove extra skin, extra meat out of this to get the 3D look. While I'm doing that, I'm feeding myself also. Midnight snack. Not bad. I'm gonna go get a few more after I'm coming back from California, and we're gonna make something fun out of this. Not bad. You should try it, okay? What you think? Because, sorry, if I don't eat it, I won't get to eat it because all my carving fruits will go to someone else. I never get chance to eat my own carving fruit. So today, sorry folks, for me only. So now you have 3D petals. You have to remove extra flesh here to get it to look like 3D. There you go. It popped out a little bit better. Not bad for a rare apple. Booyah. Hey, I can make another petal here. I think we can get all the way into the inside of it. It's going to be, look like it's going to be lotus. We almost got to the core already. Yeah. Look like lotus already? It does, huh? Great idea, chef. See, sometimes ideas come like that. That's what I love about being creative mind is that Your mind never sleep my mind never sleep. I don't know about your mind. My mind don't sleep when I cook. I always come up with. I always see something that I can do with it. Oh, now it started looking like lotus. Yay! I always want to do lotus, and I don't really know how, but tonight I achieve it. Mm, there you go. Look at that. Mm, now I know how to do lotus. I just self-taught myself that. Mm-hmm. No, I know how to do lotus. It's just that is that it take a longer time to do it because I'll have to remove all the flesh out to have like that 3D effect. So now I have to do the same thing here. I have to remove the extra flesh out of it. I'm happy too because I get to eat it. There you go. So have to be careful not to ruin anything. Not a bad idea. What do you think? It's coming. The lotus flower is coming. If I stop eating, maybe I can concentrate better. What do you think, Raymond? Eating too much, huh? So what part of U.S. are you from, Raymond? Are you in U.S. or are you abroad? Oh, you like the dragon fruit? I do too. In fact, I have just about quarter of cut dragon fruit this morning. Lucy, she bought some yesterday and she left me the quarter piece, and the white one, the white dragon fruit. I know I have pink dragon fruit before. They don't have them here. I think in California they have plenty of it, but here, even if they have it, it's quite expensive. And I never resolute. When I was in California, my dragon fruits already give fruit. So when I moved them to Las Vegas with me, no, I wasn't happy. It died. It went back to the creator. So I wasn't happy at all because it took about 3 years, 4 years for dragon fruit. Well, on the healthy note, it will fruit in 2 years, okay? And my garden was in happy note, so it took about 4 years for it to grow fruit, and then I enjoy it for a few years, and then I have to move here to Las Vegas, and then it didn't do anything. It started to get withered and started to get to die, and I have just a small plant of it now. Okay, it used to be that big pot like this, and grow a lot of fruit to bare minimal, and I keep watering it. It doesn't do any good. I still have some in the backyard, which I don't feel like even keep it alive because it's not doing anything. It grow new. Okay, so I know in California it can get to be 112, 120 degree. I mean, 12, 15 degree, 18 degree on some bad day. but then it get cooler at night because we do live um, the small city that I live in. We about 2 hours from the sea coast, so we do get some kind of tropical wind element. So the fruit will do really, really well. The guava and jackfruit will grow Southern Cal, and all kind of fruit grow in Southern Cal, which is very complementary. And then at my backyard, it grows too. It grows so well is that I started with just one single branch from my cousin from Southern Cal, and then it started growing. First, I was so worried about it, so I started watching. I started to observe. I started to like look at it every day, and finally, the new leaf coming out from the stem. I was so happy, and then a couple years later, I was able to cut down the branches and regrow. Right, so in 4 years, I have so many dragon fruits that I can cut and what you call it, propagate. Okay, that's a term, propagate. And it started to give me fruit. It was so good. I was so happy. I have guava tree that already grow fruit. I got cherimoya that was like doing good. I gave to my brother, the one that passed. And the cherimoya didn't do good. He put it in the backyard, and then when it flooded a couple years ago, when Stockton flooded, it killed the cherimoya. So I didn't feel bad. I gave to my brother when I moved over here. I thought of that my brother had a nice house, so to give him cherimoya would be like something that they would want because he has all kind of fruit. He had a lot of banana bushes. He has cherries. He has what else he has? He has pomegranate. He has persimmon. He had jubilee, orange, crab apples. What else he has? He even has sorry. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the last petals. So that pretty? So this is the it's gonna be lotus. Okay. If you don't know what lotus is the water plant. It's real pretty. There's some purple ones, some pink ones, some white one. So let me design it first. So this is gonna be the last petal. See if I have room for it. So see, you don't have to be serious. You just want to enjoy. This is like occupational therapy for me here. I don't know why they call it occupational therapy. I think it must be related to work, stress. Okay, so I have 3 layers of. Yeah, I did good. Okay, I'm just pleased that it turned out so good for lotus. I didn't plan on doing lotus. I was gonna do the Cambodian ramdor flower, but when the idea struck, I never tried lotus before. I always wanted to do it. I have pretty much idea how to do it, but I never really done it before. So this is beyond my ability here. Okay, I'm just gonna carve this out. Look at that. It got 3 layers of lotus petals. And this is the pink lotus, which is worked just fine. Oh, so pretty. I don't want to eat this, which I always snack on it already. So, but this is so pretty. I don't want to eat it. I have to show this to Lucy first. She would love to have picture for her. She's not a content creator, but maybe she is. I'm not sure. But she loved pretty food also. She always say, "Oh, sister, so pretty." Even after I organized the pantry, she stood there for a moment. Said, "Oh, so pretty, sister." I said, "Yes, don't mess it up. If you messed it up, I will mess it up for you, and you won't have anything left in the pantry. We'll throw everything away." I threatened her, so I think she's good. Because she be telling me that I work, sister. I said, I work 2 jobs. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't give me the crap, the chicken crap. Because I know how it is to have 3 jobs and still be able to keep the house clean. Yeah. When people give me that kind of attitude, I have a lot more to tell them. Give you peace of my mind. So remember, you remember that lotus had a kind of yellow, what you call those inner? Anybody know? Like the inside of the flower, there's a little, with the honey, like honeysuckle. I mean, it has a little yellow extra attachment to it. What you call those things? I don't know enough English to know all that, so. But if you don't believe me, you can Google lotus right now, and it'll have that kind of yellow effect-ish. Anybody know? Blossom? Hey, Grayman, you're a professor. Look at that. Lotus. Remember? Turn an ordinary apple like that to that. I like that. This is the first time I do lotus. I did all kind of flower and design on the bottom of it. We started with these, okay? And then we end up with these. We started with that. I'm just like, yum. I can't do that. I have to sleep in it first. I hope it's still fresh tomorrow. Blossom. Thank you, Grayman. You know that English is my 4th language, right? It doesn't mean that I'm the first college graduate. But English was one of my most difficult languages to learn. I'm not quoting on anybody, but it was the fact, okay? It was very difficult. Because 2 other languages is self-taught, so that's why I said English was. I went to high school for 4 years, and then I got 2 years of college. And that's it. I'm done. After that, I started not like school because I could have tried to get my BS, and I'm thinking about go back to Cambodia and get my BS in Cambodia. I always thought about going back to Thailand and attending Ram Kamheng University, because it sounds so cool and all. I wanted to spend my retirement year getting my master or my bachelor degree. I got my bachelor of art. Associate of art and high school diploma, and I was like That's all I can handle. And I become like kid on first day of school, get so excited, and then wish that school is over already, that attitude. So maybe one day when I am free from a lot of moral responsibility, I hope that I will want to still go back to school then. But anyway, all right. So that is the blossom look like inside of the lotus, okay? So that turned out perfectly. I'm glad that I didn't strip that off, so it turned out really good. So there go my lotus, right? So easy from, so this is the apple. This is the carved apple. I never tried apple before, so this is my first time, okay? Because what driven me is this pink apple here, okay? It's called Granny, no, not Granny, Lucy, Lucy what? I forgot already. Lucy Gray, no, Lucy Ball, no, something Lucy. Okay, so something Lucy. I don't remember. Anybody remember? I don't remember. All right, so lotus out of pink apple. What's the name of this pink apple? Lucy something? Lucy Gray, Lucy Shiny, Lucy Star. No, I don't remember. It'll come back. Okay. Because it's a new name too and must be not important. That's why my brain's not remembering it. Let me see. Why is crooked? Oh, there you go. All right. You guys like? I think it's pretty unique idea, I mean, it has beautiful lotus flowers. It took a little bit of work, but it come out so good. I'm pleased with the result, okay? Let me refine a little bit because I know that with the lotus flower, it had like a pointy-ishy. Please. Oh man, no. So it's because the lotus had the pointy end of it like that, okay? So I'm trying to perfect it. That perfection is a mental illness. What do you call it? Obsession. Perfectionist. Because people like to do things, and make sure that everything's over clean. I live with perfectionist. That was hard, I mean. While I'm doing cooking, when one of the breadcrumbs fall on the floor and try to pick it up, I said, relax, let me clean it up later. So I started to adapt to that, I now when I cook, something drop on the floor, I'm like, ah! Grab it. We it's called peer pressure. No, it's not peer pressure. It's the what's the term? Gray man. It's just like you model after somebody, like I'm not like that before, when I cook, I make mess. And I spend hour after the cooking show or cooking, cleaning, spick spanning, Okay. So I know Lotus had a little what do you call this? The little line like that. Okay. And that the little fiber that allow the water to to nourish the flowers, I think. It's almost like autumn rays, you know, or rain, like that. Okay. So then it does also have a little line running here and there, like that. I think it was. It look almost like leaves. Maybe I should leave it alone. See, I love Thailand because it's part of my family history. But what happened lately, I'm very shocked and unhappy about the whole thing, and I never want to talk about it. I should, I should make content and have a bunch of followers. I didn't because I wanted to like leave it alone. I speak 4 languages. I can do content in any language and get a lot of followers on news in both country. I never want to do it. I mean, I click like and I do comment here and there, but and I just don't want to incriminate any country, because it's like a double dagger. If I stand with Cambodian and my Thai family would like feel some Thai away and they would disown me, and if I stand with Thai and then my family in Cambodia feeling were hurt. So that's why I decided to not talk about it, publicly. Mm. So that's what happened. I mean, I had a lot to say, but I didn't want to say. Because sometimes certain things left unsaid, I think it's better. If you said too much, then it's not healthy for our mental, because it affects, I mean, so maybe I just do the first lay, the rest of the lay I'm not gonna do it because I mess it up. I might just well mess it up all the way. Well, I mean the natural current, it does have this line here and go across it, because those are like the extra fibers. Like I said, I have a lot to say about Thailand, but if I say it, then I know I said something a couple months ago, and my channel was got suspended for a little bit. I don't say anything nasty, I mean, just voice opinion, can't even do that. So, but then when my channel came back in different, they started to not monetize, monitor what you say and what you do, and almost like you can't say nothing, which is fine. I don't want to say anything anyway. Okay, so I did a little character in the back of the first petals. I mean, the first layer of the petals. Okay, so all right, we are cooking this baby here. Yeah, I think I did good. I accomplished what I had not accomplished before as far as making lotus flowers out of apples. Okay, and the petals are pretty. Okay, so it's very detailing as far as the petals is concerned. Okay, I'm well pleased with it. So now I had achieved something that I have not achieved before, which is super cool. And then to be able to have this yellow blossom, thank you, Grayman, for enlightening me. Okay, for teaching me new word of English. I know of the petal, the blossom, but then I didn't know that it could also mean like the inner piece of the flowers, where what you call it, the pollen. Okay, the pollen. This is where the pollen of in the flowers. You did tofu taco? Pretty good. You know what? Let me tell you something about tofu. Okay, I have tofu almost every day. Believe it or not, when I'm vegetarian, um, I eat tofu hot dog, tofu steak, tofu chicken, tofu meatballs. You know, I mean, tofu is a great thing. Okay, they are tofu that made out of black beans, yellow beans, mostly a white bean, refined beans. Okay, so no, tofu are so good, but you have to cook it with enough flavor though. A lot of flavor, it'll be good. You can stir fry, you can make soup, you can make soup. Amor Janae, hello. Next time, sweetheart, I'll put you in. Okay, thank you. Lots of love. Um, so yeah, so that's how it goes. Okay, I just like today, I just want to come on here, just spend some fun time, because I may not be able to do that. But then when I come back from the trip from California, I'm gonna I have some holiday baking idea I want to share with you on Thanksgiving Day. I made Mexican wedding cookies. It was so good, and I sent them to my sweetheart corporate meeting, and they really enjoyed it. So what I'm going to do, because last time I burned majority of it because I was too focusing on talking too much. So I got I got it in the oven too long, so it burned. So I have only about 20 cookie left. So then it's not enough to pass around. So now they request for more. In fact, I learned this recipe from my baby sister, not baby sister, the second sister, younger sister. It was kind of nostalgic for me because she always make it during the holiday gathering, and now I'm not around with the family in California during holiday, and man, that like it hurt. And I think I cried making the cookie, and I miss my family in California, here in Las Vegas, with my daughter, and some of my kids are here. So it's like the energy are gone, it's not the same. And my dad passed, and my nephew passed, and this year my brother passed, and so this is like nothing the same anymore. So I'm over here with my kid, but then it's a little bit different because I build tradition with my sisters, and we try to build tradition here with my kid here. So just do what I need to do just to keep up the holiday spirit. So when I make the Mexican wedding cookie, was so good. If you're not already seen what I did, is on the video. But and then the apple pocket pie was so good because I make them look so pretty. I mean, when I take it to the party, it's all gone. People wanted more. I said, I made like a whole bunch of apples, and then like 6 cups of flour, still not enough. So I tell them I'll make some more next time. So let me wrap my beautiful lotus, okay? So this is what we did tonight. Such a fun activities, I mean, you can try it at home, okay? You don't have to do the pink apple, okay? You can do regular apple. I never tried persimmon before because persimmon is flat. I mean, not flat is round. So I probably can get only two. I can do probably 2 layer of petals, which is different than apple. So apple will allow me to do 3 layer, which is perfect right here. Okay, it's perfect to do that because um, it works so well. Actually, it's 4 layer with the blossom inside. So it worked out so well. We can try with these. I want to do it tonight, but it's already late. People say, I need to go to sleep, girl. You know, I understand. So am I. I miss my beauty sleep being here, doing nothing but this thing. So, you know, I mean, hey, I love doing this. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying I should be in bed like you too. But we not. So but thank you for keeping me company. You guys awesome people. TikTok people are awesome people. Hey, I got some heart too. Hey, thank you so much. I love heart. You know, I mean, oh, I I send heart back, okay? That's kind of purple heart. Normally, if I do it from my iPhone, it give me the red heart. When I do it from the iPad, it does funny thing. It does the little purple heart. I've never done that before. Let me do some more heart. Okay. Okay. But anyway, this is what we did today. Hold on. Boop over here. Goodness. Yeah. So I just want to say thank you so much for coming on my channel and supporting my channel. You guys awesome people. I just want to say hello to all of you. If you have not already followed or subscribed on my channel, please do, because I will return the same favor. What you do unto others, and that other will do it to you. And I will do the same for you too. I will go and subscribe and like and give heart on your channel. We are in the community of supporting each other. Okay, we are here to support each other. Just remember that, okay? We are not here to put each other down. We're not here to shut up each other down. Or shut down each other. Okay, we are here to support each other. Hey, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, I got super fan emotes. That is pretty neat, right? So for the YouTube people, I appreciate that. Oh, I got a lot of like today. I appreciate that. You guys super cool. Yes, Raymond, I was born in Cambodia, so that's my native language, Cambodian. And then when I was in a refugee camp for 5 years, so sorry, sorry, Grayman, I forgot, my battery was out. So I was born in Cambodia, so I speak Cambodian. That's my native tongue, and then my family speak Thai, which is it's not the Bangkok accent. It's called Korat accent. It's a little bit different, the intonations and the pronunciations. So it's almost like a very different accent. So then so I went to school to learn the Bangkok accent, which is the modern Thai. The, it's it's fancier, it's more romantic and all that. So then I speak 2 Thai accent, the Bangkok and the Konrachasima, which is the Korat accent. And then I speak Laos because I was in the community where a lot of Lao refugees. So and then a lot of Laos, a lot of Lao terminology or words, it's similar to Thai. Okay, I think it's rooted from those languages. So then I study the tonation, I study the pronunciations, which allow me to like what you call it, to interlord, to put the context in, not the context. So I learn the language by similarity, and because I work with people and in a close community where I had day in and out with those people, allow me to learn the pronunciations. So I speak Lao pretty good, you know. People don't know that I'm not Lao native Laos, They didn't know that. They thought that I'm a native Lao. So when I do interpreting, people don't know that I'm not Laotians. Because I had mastered the language so well, is that people don't know that, and until I tell them that I'm not Laos, and oh, you speak so well, we didn't know that you're not Laos. So this is a blessing, to be able to converse in different languages. I'm fluent, so meaning I can read and write in 4 languages. Because I work as a freelance interpreter. Before that, I worked in the community, um, as the community ambassador, as social, as outreach workers, and what else? The liaison workers. So these are the language that I implemented in the community that I serve. So it allowed me to perfect it. Yeah. So English I learned when I came to America in 1980. Um, I was 17 years old at the time, and so I ended up attending high school. But the school at the time was cool with me, and they kept me in high school until I graduated at 21 and a half, which was the probably oldest kid to graduate from high school in 1980. So I came in 1981, in June in 1980. In 1984, I graduated. So yeah, that that's what helped me with English language. It does, right? I mean, the French, Italian, um, Spanish. It had borrowed word. It had the root tonation. It had that um, root of language where we borrow, just like Thai. They claim that, but the history go back where we are rooted from Khmer languages. Laos also rooted with Thai. So there's similarity because I speak Cambodian, allow me to hear the similarity. Some of the terminology, some of the words are um, similar. So because I'm gifted with language, I'm gifted with tongue, so it's allowed me to grab the language like these. I was saying to my follower here all the time is that learning languages, the quickest way to learn the language is to be part of the community. Just like me, I speak some Vietnamese. I do uh, basic conversation. I used to speak more the Vietnamese because I was married to someone who who is a Vietnamese background. And though I'm not married to him, I learned with that marriage for 11 years. I learned some Vietnamese. I learned how to cook Vietnamese food. So I'm like, well, I mean, if marriage doesn't work out, at least I got some out of it. I learned to I learned the basic Vietnamese cooking recipe. Some of the recipes not even basic, and some of those like complicated and sophisticated cooking. So that's why you see my cooking channel. I I feature a lot of Vietnamese cooking, and that because he loved to cook. So he always asked me to help him prepare and help prepare food. He be cooking, and and that's the best way. You just like learning the language. Okay, you have to get in. You have to. They said that to catch the lion cup or the tiger cup, you have to get into the den to get it to catch it. Same thing for the language learner. Is that the best way to learn the language the quickest is to love the people, to love the culture, to be part of the culture, to be in the cultures. You cannot be discriminate and able to learn the language. I did that. It was not possible. I speak a few words of Spanish, because when I work at the donut shop, I open early in the morning, and then they come in and bonus dias. They want their coffee with leche and all that. So a little bit here and there. Bonus dias and just a few words here and there. It's just beautiful. And then I took one semester of Italian. That one was like it's way off my ability to. At that time, I was very learned to speak English, and then I took Italian as part of the requirement class in college. I didn't do well. I passed with a C. I didn't do well. The only word I remember was a ciao and a derivati, adere. I can't even say it now. Adere, something like that. I mean goodbye and ciao, hello, and something like that. So that's only two words I remember. Like the whole semester was like wasted. Now, but I have love for French languages. I would love to learn French one day, because Cambodian was occupied by French for 100 years, and a lot of my family who work in the office or who are the dignitarians, they speak French. My former father and mother-in-law, they speak French. They parlez-vous français all the way. So in my generation, when the Khmer was taken over, I was too young, so I didn't parlez-vous français. I didn't learn French. I could have taken French instead of Italian. I would have got some French in going. I think you have to go with what you love and what your compassion are. It's just like cooking. I have compassion for cooking, so we excel. Same thing for language. If you're compassion for certain language and that you're determined to learn, it'll come. I've seen a lot of them since the contention going on between Cambodia and Thailand. I see a lot of white folk who do content in Cambodian. They speak eloquently. They speak so well, because they said some of them said they spent 9 years in Cambodia, 10 years, 5 years. Some of them have been there 4 years. They still had a lot of accent. We've been there 10, 15 years. They speak eloquently, and to be able to do the content in Cambodia, we're able to tell us what's going on in Cambodia and so far so forth. I'm impressed. Same thing, because no one impressed now that I speak English. But if I go to Thailand, I speak in English. My family, like, what amazed more is that they said, "Oh, you still speak perfect Thai. You still speak superb Cambodian. How you do that?" And I said that my uncle, who's only a few years older than I am, he returned back to homeland in Thailand, and he worked with he's one of the Senate. He's in a Senate seat, so he was a Buddhist monk for years, and then he hardly speak Cambodian. When he visit his family in Cambodia, they cannot converse each other, because family in Cambodia do not speak Thai, nor my uncle cannot speak Cambodian. So when they visited each other, they cannot converse. They just like sit down and eat and drink, and then they go places together, so they can't talk. So and not crazy, you came from the family, same family root, same family line, same blood line, and then it just happened that the language will be relinquished, will be disappeared, will faded, just like culture. I mean, just like here in America, my kids who were born as American born, their language, for the native language, is like declining. I mean, they speak such a heavy accent is that sometimes I don't even know what the heck they were saying. They're trying to explain it. But then so then you come down to my mom's first generation, I'm second generation, my children third generation, and the grandkids are the fourth generation. So in my family, we still have four generations. So my family, my mom, me, my daughter, and my grandchildren. So we are four generations living in the same household. So I have my mom, myself, my daughter, and the kid. So my mom's lucky to have still be alive at the fourth generation. And then the set of grand twin, they 18. So if they into relationship, if they ever have kids, and then we have fifth generation in the family, it would be like the long lines of that family. But again, on my dad's side of family, we came on the longevity lines, and not too much on my mom. On my mom's side, their life expectancy is about 90 years old max. And then, but my great grandparents live a lot longer. Remember, they live past hundreds. But on my dad's side, they people who live beyond 100. My grandmother 125, my grandfather 118, and my great aunt who passed away about 4 years ago here in Long Beach, California, at 106, and my dad died at 84. And the baby, my dad was younger than my aunt, and my aunt, a few of her kids died before she did. She lived a long life. So it depends, I mean, the like I said, in order to learn the language, you have to have the compassion for that type of culture. You can't go to school, and when you get out of 4 year and you still cannot converse, you're trying to talk. uh, you have to have the oral practice. You have to have the interaction with live person. You have to have the connection. um, a lot of my family in Cambodia, they're learning English now because English their become the choice of languages, and because they are heavily influenced by English, not English, American and Western culture now. So English would be the second language in Cambodia, not French anymore. French had withdrew during the French colony for colonization for 100 years after we went to Geneva Conventions and um, and and overthrown the French, and we the Cambodian earned its own autonomies for many years before the Khmer Rouge taken over. After Khmer Rouge, up until now, we're trying to recover, we're trying to rebuild, we're trying to heal, and then happen to have all this. Oh, you're a young person. No, I graduated in 1984, so I'm at 21 and a half. So uh, yeah, I was the oldest kid in high school, and that because when I came to America, I was 17. That's in August. Schools already start in July, so I got it to bad food and not active. um, which food are you talking about? Oh, you mean now? You mean now? Life is getting shorter. It's true though. I mean, well, I remember American used to have longevity too. Uh, longevity, that because we used to have backyard gardens and we eat right, we cook at home. Now that the economy suck, and the young families strive to have home, to have nice car, to have reliable car, and struggle to balance. And when both parents have to work, especially mom, who have to leave her family duty to go to work, and by the time she get home she's tired. So it's easy just to get um, something easy and convenient and bring home. My kid do that too sometimes. They will when she get out too late, have client too late, and she would just go to grab some burgers and bring it home. Yes, I still did that too, Grayman, when I was in California. But then I'm struggling here in Las Vegas because for some reason, I think the soil is so bad because um, I think I'm not sure. I never have a test before. It's just that some of the native plant will grow okay. Cactus and palm tree does well, but I have lime tree. I have lemon tree in the backyard. It does well, but then when I brought some of the plant from California, it didn't do well. Just like I was telling you that I have like a big bushes of um of dragon fruits. Now it's like it died down, so I have about this long now from that. Like it grows so much fruit now. It's just sick and sad. I just keep watering it. It's not gonna do anything to me. Now I only have like one or two stem left from that big bush that we rented a whole U-Haul to bring it here. It's dead, and then a lot of my curry and spices tree die also. But this year I see that the kaffir tree that I use a lot in my cooking, the leaves, it does well. I trim it completely. It's been 4 years, didn't do anything. So I just chop it down and then it grew back. You know, I should have done that the first year I'm here. I would have a big tree already. But yes, so food does a lot of it contribute to a lot of health issue in America. Not just in America, okay? When I visited Thailand, I remember my family diet changed. Instead of they relying on their family home, a family home garden, or growing fruit out of their own soil, they just said they don't have time anymore. I remember when my family don't have lemongrass or even herb and spices in the backyard, which is very, very rare situation for Asian people. Asian people always grow at least lemon trees, at least kaffir tree, at least lemongrass, at least something that they grow out of the backyard. Now they said, it's cheaper to get it from the store. So that was an attitude I got from people. So, I mean, sorry, when I visited Thailand first time, um, in 2009, that's been like 2009 is I've been away from home about 40 years, okay, since I left Cambodia, Thailand. I left Cambodia in 1974 to Thailand until 1980, and I depart for America since. So I went back home, and I forgotten that it's been like 3-4 decades. So a lot of things changed, include diet. You know, I I just realized that their diets are now similar to American diet, like soda and chip. It's they have 7-Eleven. They have 7-Eleven, believe it or not, and 7-Eleven they have everything. They have like soda and chips and all cookies and all that. So I said, what happened to all the longans, the rain, fresh fruit? They said, oh, they don't grow this anymore. You know, I'm like, oh goodness. So changing from those natural homegrown food to packaged food to convenient packaged food. So I was telling my audience some time ago about little Frankie. Frankie is his mom is a daughter of my cousin, the survivor of my aunt daughter. My aunt was killed, so the daughter survived, and she left with grandma to go back to grandma homeland in Thailand, and they became Thai citizens. And then she got married and she had kids, and her kid has Frankie. So Frankie is about 2 years old, I think. So Frankie is very smart. So he liked to go with me. The family liked to go with me. They hop into the trunk, and we drove off to the marketplace in Thailand. It's super cool because the seatbelt law wasn't enforced. So everybody just jumped in the trunk, and then we just drove in open air. If it rained, it gets soaked and wet. So Frankie liked to go shopping, and his mom was carrying a twin. She was like at her 7 month when I visited her. So her belly was pretty big. So Frankie, he loves 7-Eleven. He even know how to call 7-Eleven. So when we drove by 7-Eleven, we have to make a stop because Frankie wants something from 7-Eleven. He will cry hysterically. He will cry until out of breath if we don't stop by 7-Eleven. That's how spoiled Frankie is. Frankie. She named him American name, Frankie. So one day, little Frankie was visiting with me, with her mom. They in the village, so they walk over. It's only a few yards away, so they walked over. So Frankie wanted some snack. So because his mom doesn't work and grandma work, and sometimes grandma would give mom allowance to give to Frankie so he can go buy snack. So that particular day, my cousin, which is the grandmother, did not leave any change for Frankie to get his snack. So his mom sent over to the neighborhood store, and he giving Frankie instruction that to put it on credit. I said, oh, you already taught your child how to to buy snack on credit. Say yes. Everybody know each other here in this village. So if we need something, we don't have money, they just write it down on the notebook, and then when you get paid, you just go pay the man. So she sent Frankie over to the neighborhood store, and Frankie came back with a few bag of like snack, he was happy. He ate his snack, and he bought some soft drink also. I'm looking like, oh wow, this is how it works. And yeah, that's how it works. So Frankie, not only he spoiled, he wants something, he will get it because his grandmother spoiled. He was the first grandchild. So another time we went to the city to buy food. So everybody hop on in the truck. My uncle has pickup truck. So everybody hopped into the trunk, and it was full in the front seat, back seat, and then it was full on the trunk. It was like 10, 15 people on that truck. So we just, it's fun. To me, it's fun, and the travel in the full speed too, not like 15 miles, it was like 80 miles. I'm like, whoo. So I'm in the front seat, the back seat, I have to have seatbelt on, I'm not going anywhere without seatbelt. So it was fun. And then I heard Frankie cry hysterically because he wanted to go to 7-Eleven, and then no one stopped at 7-Eleven, and Frankie would throw the worst fist. He said, 7-Eleven, 7-Eleven. He was like on the top of his lung, he was determined to get something out of 7-Eleven. So all of a sudden I heard like this, because he was crying for like 30, 40 minutes. Now it was a long trip. We got to go somewhere to get some grocery that's not available in the local supermarket. So I heard like this, and I told him, I said, what did you just do to Frankie? He said, because I'm tired of his crying. He was sitting on the baby. So I said, oh, that's hard, like hot fuck like this on his back. Like, don't do that again. Okay, do not do that again. Don't do that again. And he didn't stop crying. That one fuck like that didn't do nothing to him. Like, oh, scratch me some more, So he's crying till by the time we get to the supermarket, like in the city, Frankie has already vomited on his mom a few times. So we have to go into the clothing store to get her new maternity clothes and new clothes for Frankie. Like the whole car. He's sitting in the back seat. The whole car was like, oh, like. So finally, we took Frankie to a different store. He said no, he want to go to 7-Eleven. He doesn't want to go to another store, get the same thing from like the market. So Frankie only know that the best of the junk food came from 7-Eleven. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is not good. So finally, his mom gotten him something, and he stopped crying. It's like, that's like the worst experience with that little Frankie, my niece, my great nephew, because it's my niece who had the baby, so he's my great nephew. So it was like, oh my goodness, Frankie was like, he cried so loud, his vocal was so clear, I'm just like one of the musicians. So that was experience with Frankie. So now he had twin brothers, look exactly like Frankie. I hope they're not like Frankie. They should be one by now, because she just had them in September last year. So yeah, they're about 13 months now. Anyway, that's my experience with my family in Thailand. But when I went to Cambodia, it's a new experience because I got to visit a lot of old temple ruin. I even gotten to visit. Spend a few hours at Angkor Wat that I never set my foot on there before. It was beautiful. I took a lot of video and pictures, and I have a lot of video. I have not shared too much. I have to transfer everything into the external drive because my phone was full, and once it's in the external drive, it's like 100,000 of pictures and videos on there. I may not ever see those videos again, but I saved them there for my documentary. So my experience in Cambodia was rather different because I think I shared that before. It was more like a melancholy agreement. I know we just like tonight when our friend with a 17 months old, she's really cute and very high, super hyperactive, very active. She until her mom got her the her little phone and put on ammo, so she was all quiet. She was like content. She sit down. She focusing on the screen. Okay, so when the food came, mom put away the screen and she ate. Minute she's done, she's like, she can't sit down. So she came over to me. She let me hold her a little bit, and she sat me for a little bit, and then at that moment, like a magic moment, um, she low down a little bit because for some reason, I think it was great that only in the moment that kid can be so content with me, because I had a baby here with me, so she loved being here. She didn't want to go home now. When her mom came home, she was like, who are you? Her mom usually, I saw the disappointment in mom's face, so I have to tell little Brody that you have to go home. Okay, so like today she looked at me like, she didn't want to leave. So it's getting harder when she get older. Her time with me is more it's I don't know, because how she's treated at home must be more spoiled. I noticed that when she see me in 4 days, because I won't have her. I only have her Tuesday to Friday, and all the day that she's with me, she's cool. But when there's a new cycle, a new day come, like she's gone too long, and then she had like a little container in like the first day back, and then when Tuesday passed, Wednesday she mild down, she's low down until it's going to cycle like that. So she know that how I don't give in to certain things. She tried, but she know it doesn't work. So she tests me first. This is the age where the kid test parents. They um, this is where they learn the parent behavior, not just the parent learn the children behavior. They say, oh, this is terrible, 10 months, terrible 1 year, terrible 2, because kids are absorbing the learning. At this age where kids learn everything from the parent, learn everything from their environment, learn everything from everybody around them. So then we call them terrible because kids are learning. I see that little Brody, she like to crawl under the table and going through. She went um, into the kitchen. She pulled down the towel. She went into under the table. She can stand up. She looking. She read around what she can hold, what she can touch, what she can. So the good thing about this baby, she didn't put everything in her mouth. A lot of baby, when they see things, they put in their mouth. But for her, no, she touches, she feel it. Um, um, so it's good about her. So she's crying now. She learned to stand up. I think she'll be walking in a couple months. So today, this baby. So we came home. I sat next to her in the car seat, and she started crying because she wanted to come with me. So she throws like a big, like a really bad tantrum in the car because she didn't want to go. She wanted to come to me. I feel so bad for a little baby. They name her uh, Aurora, I think. Yeah, beautiful name. So they're gonna fly back home tomorrow. That's the first time I met the baby, and she already liked me. So my sweetheart said, "Oh, baby, enjoy being around you." I don't know, maybe it's just that mother instinct kicking in or grandma instinct kicking in, because the way we treat kids, they can feel the secure. When they feel safe around you, and kid know if they feel safe around you. If they don't feel safe around you, you know, they withdrew. Have you ever seen baby when you say, "Oh, you're so cute," and you went over and touched, yeah, not like that. When she saw me, she go ahead and like, when she throw her biggest fist, she roll on the cement after we left the restaurant. She wanted to go upstairs. She didn't want to come down. Her mom bring her down. We were gonna go home. So she don't want to go home, and then right away she throw herself on the cement and she roll. So the mom said to the dad, said, "Go get your daughter." She already irritated because she was like rigid. She was like, oh, I don't know, the little baby, she's cute, but she just, oh, she's hyperactive. So I said, "Can I pick her up?" I went over and pick her up. She hugged me, and I hold her and walk her to the car. And she wasn't like that, She was calm, and I talked to her on the way to the car, and I show her certain thing on the display, and she was content, And mom looking, "Oh, you were able to calm my daughter down." So, a lot of experience. I have 6 of my own, so this is, and I'm around my grandkids all the times, and in fact, I'm a nanny, so I know how to I know how to insert into such behavior. I mean, kid kid little children, a little kid, a little baby, or the baby, they know how to work their emotion because they don't talk like you talk, and they don't understand everything you say. Don't be mistaken. They do. Just like Brody, when she get into a little mischievous, I said, "No, baby." She turned over and looked at me. But then, her eyes, she's glaring at you, but her hand, she's like, she tried it, right? So then last week, every time I remove her from certain thing to put her down, she refused to sit down. She'd be like, she stiff up, So I just lay her down. If she doesn't want to sit down, then I lay her down here. So when I done that about 5 times that day, she doesn't do that again. She know that she doesn't get her way with me. So teach a child, it have to be like in a loving manner where discipline allowed to be in a loving way and positive. Don't yell, don't scream, because kids in that age, when you yell at them, they're scared, they withdraw. So then have to do the positive parenting with kids. Even the older kids the same way. If you don't like to be yelled at, the same thing for children. They can learn that same energy. We don't want to be yelled at. We don't be criticized. Even sometimes we make mistakes. We don't want to be criticized. We don't want to be told we do something wrong. Same thing for the kid. Stop all that punishment, like they like that. It does not teach them anything. I mean, the kid's gonna do it anyway. So the best is just remove them gently. If they refuse, and keep removing until the kid learn that no is no. Don't give in. So that's what I learned. I'm not the best mom, but I have 6 children. We have each other. We have a moment where I've been blamed for not being good enough, or blamed for I should have done more. I should have been more lenient. I should have been more of something. But then I can't go back and undo any of that stuff. So I just move forward and be a better person. And if kids or anybody who will come back and tell you, oh, 40 years ago, 30 years ago, you haven't apologized for the thing you said and done to me, I mean, even apologize, or even apologize many times, sometimes people just want to hear it over and over again, and sometimes it's difficult for us to even comprehend a little thing like that, and we don't remember what we said or done, and then we you don't remember it, I mean, it's been too long, and people just keep mentioning that, oh, you should have done this, you should have done that, you haven't apologized for this and that. So even your apologize is like not adequate. So it's just like, okay, let me step back, and if you need me, I'll be here, until you realize that maybe it's not just me who the problem, maybe you the root cause of the problem. Until you recognize that you are part of the problems, and then healing can take place, unless a person recognizes that, yeah, well, I did this to you and it caused you to react a certain way, and same thing. So loving is the best way. I just keep loving the person, even the person does not love back. It's just Christian, like Tarzan. I'm sorry, Tarzan. I'm about to lock up my friends. So next time, okay? Appreciate that. So I'm saying that, if there's indifferences in the relationship, and sometimes when it's hard to recompense, or it's hard to even it's hard to uh, to console or consolidate, then step back. I mean, let step back and then allow a person to think more carefully about the thing that they said or done to you. Sometimes apology will not be necessary. But if there still is, I mean, just be frank. Look, I'm sorry. How many times do I have to say that? Or how many apologetic do I need to give it to you? So I feel in my family like that too. I mean, so I'm not gonna keep worrying on it. So I'm just gonna let the time heals, and if I if I may, I mean, if it does not resolve in this life, maybe next life, I don't know. Hopefully that we don't have to resolve this till next life, because when we're gone, we not come back and say, hey, knock, knock, knock. Uh, I'm sorry, okay, baby. I did something bad, or didn't say something crazy, so forgive me. Because we supposed to seek for forgiveness before we leave this earth, right? So other than that, I mean, keep loving your family, even you don't give love in return. Okay, just don't give up hope, because if you believe in Creator, you believe in God, believe in something higher powers, and sometimes some of the problem we have, it don't need resolve. It resolve itself. It's just like nothing permanent. Just like our life is not permanent. If the problem lasted 50 years, if it lasted 50 years, then make another 50 years. Let's go. If the problem lasted 10 years, it hadn't gone away, then you know what? Make it permanent. Don't resolve it, okay? Make it happy. So, anyway, it's late over here. It's after midnight. It's 1 o'clock. My clock is striking, and it's true. That's it. You have the same issue. You know, I remember I apologized, but then they said it's not. So I um I get along with my family really, really well. If one person offended me, that means that it's really, really bad. Because I don't really offend anybody unless the person misconstrued something and hold grudges from the things that's out of my control. You know, um, I have in my family too. My brother, is different, and because the decision he made, he did not offended me. He offended the whole family. So because I'm a next in kin to him, my family now kind of pull himself away, because some of the thing that he did, it wasn't really pretty. So family didn't approve of. He don't need approval, which is that something happened, something that he did that shouldn't have done. I mean, he separated himself from us. Other than that, my families have been cool. My kids are okay, though it's not always be the most loving. It's it's manageable. Like I said, let everything heal. Sometimes if people disown you, then you know what, make friends somewhere else, and live without. Make it do without. Okay, so it's not gonna kill you. It hurt you, but it's not gonna kill you. So make a do without. Okay, so same thing. I mean, if you don't have a big house, fine. You don't have a big car, fine. If you don't have family love you, hey, you know what? Go find love somewhere else. And there's plenty of love out there, plenty of good people out there, plenty of fine people out there. I mean, it's fine also. But families are important to me. So get along is like my most happiness um, in our life too. I mean, but there's a time that where we do have differences, and there's a time where we cannot even come face to face, and let it go away. It'll go away. I never really have any issue with anybody too long, because I always end up apologizing first, even I don't feel it was my fault. I feel that through Christ's teaching, we taught to forgive, and let Christ handle the person that hurt you or offended you. So our job is to seek forgiveness and and to apologize. Yeah. So that's what I believe in. A lot of time it's yeah. At work too, I mean I never have issue at work at all. I always in the leadership position at work. Though I have little experience, some difficult experience working at these nonprofit organizations where they speak in another languages. I they didn't like the fact that well, sometimes a coworker can be unpredictable also. I mean, they act like they're your friend. They act like they're really really good to you, but then minute that you get promoted, minute that you get your raise, and they found out, and they want to be you also. I have that experience at work many years ago. It's really nasty because it's it's almost like you get an accusation. I mean, so I learned, but my boss had enough faith that I didn't do anything to those people. So then she stood up for me, and I almost got in trouble, big trouble for it with something that was false accusation, and that because they get jealous. I mean, co-workers are good people throughout, but then don't trust coworker completely, because that's what I did, trust coworker completely, and but then I didn't expect that they can be tricky and switchy also, um, especially if you're in the leadership, in the management, and in the coordinators position. They 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 are there to work, and sometimes they don't want to work under your supervision. They just want to like work directly with the executive director. They don't want a middle person, and they can be the worst co-worker. I when I work in the organizations, I'm always in, like I said, always in the coordinations, in the management position. So I oversee projects. I can run 5 6 projects. I don't have issue with running project, especially the project that people cannot accomplish. Like they get a grant for, they can't work, so they pass it down to me to finish it up. To do to like meet the goal. So with this organization, it was like that, and just like that, you know, just like the last quarter where they can't meet the expectation, they can't meet the goal, so they pass it down, and that was not very nice. I mean, that's how they lost the grant. But to work with people, so what I learned about working in the management is that people dealing with people with different background, different personality, different languages, different beliefs is something that you have to be in mind too, because not everybody is the same. Because if they have different beliefs, different religion practice, and then you cannot say that they believe in the same thing, would do the same thing, or people speaking different languages, then you have hard time understanding each other, or people who have different um perspective, different goal, different mind frames also. People who cannot be in the leadership but want to be the leader. So introvert, extroverted behavior. So you have to consider all that when you work in a large corporation. That's why they have project coordinator, they have manager, they have case manager, they have all kind of manager to do the managing, because to manage people who run the project, that person have to have the knowledge equipped to deal with the people, to deal with the project, to deal with the not just the job is not hard to deal with, like human behavior is the hardest thing to deal with. Okay, I can, like I said, I can run 3 projects in one week and deal with a bunch of nincompoop mind, people, the one that arrogant, the one that boasting, the one that play lazy, the one that always call in sick on Friday. So I deal with all that. So just want to say that people, not just in family, I mean, people at work also making you sick. And sometimes I said, I'm doing mental health day off because you guys making me crazy, So but, when I work, I rarely take day off or sick leave unless it's special event or holiday where everybody taking off, then I'll take off. Other than that, um, I don't just call in sick, just I have a headache or my eye ache and whatever. It have to be like really, really bad. But I always been blessed with good health. I never really have to take a real bad sick day, So I've been blessed with that. And when I work, I'm truly committed. And it's hard to, like I said, in the management, you have to get training to understand how to deal with people from all sort of personality or belief, religious creed, and all that. You cannot just take a management thinking that you're going to be able to deal with all kind of people. No, you have to have the right tool to deal with people because people behave crazy. You know, some people will bring problem from home. Some of them bring problem from work to home. So they just don't know how to separate pleasure, family, and work. They want to blend in all of it. You cannot do that. When you tell people don't take problem, uh, your home problem to work. Don't take the work issue home. Separate it. And you hear 8 to 5. Leave what you have at home and leave what you have in an office. Don't intermingle. Some people like to and make a little thing, big thing like this. By the time you get to the 10 years, it's like by the end of the 10%, you don't have the facts or the truth anymore. So gossip is one of the things too, that can happen in the corporation where people like to gossip about each other, and then affair and all that is like a big thing. That's why corporation like to have policy, people sign to understand what they can do and what they don't. You don't have policy, you don't have vision, you don't have goal, you don't have any of that in place, and you cannot run a business, not even a non-profit organizations. You have to have all that, the board members and grants and executive directors and the coordinators and the managers and the caseworkers and the workers and all that. Yeah, I do that too. Even I, as a coordinator, I have responsibility to oversee a few worker, and at the agency, I run at least three projects alone. So I deal with quite a few people. So like I said, I've always been in the management and in a coordination position for so long. It become easier and certain. But I like to work alone. I'm a good team player, but most of the time I enjoy working by myself. Any project, any report, I like to sit down and concentrate. Yeah, and yeah, the less talking you do, the better for you because the gossip, once it come out of your mouth in the morning, by mid-noon, it travel upstairs like the like the third level. It's like a Wi-Fi, or just like you cannot say anything. You trust a person that you can talk to me, you can trust me. That person already tell you that do not trust the person, because if you can trust a person, not once it leave your mouth, when the word come out of your mouth, it become public information. It does not matter if the person swear that they from Buddha, from Christ, from whatever it is. Their mouth they have no control over. They have no control over, because they're gonna talk until they're dropped. It does not matter how crucial, how basic, or how complicated it is. Once it leave your mouth, it just like flow like in the river. There's no stopping. It's just gonna keep flowing from 1 ears to 10 ears, 100 ears. By the time you know it, you'll be on CNN, ABC, CBS, like, no, Chef Anna in, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, I mean, a certain thing that you can share, but intimate information like your family life, you don't have to share because then it become annoying. Because, like I said, it can become so unethical. You can laugh and make fun about things that does not pertaining to your family, not pertaining to your church leader and your boss, especially criticize about your boss. That's a no, no, no. That's not about how much you want to punch the person. Don't, just be professional. A person is there for a reason, and a person who sit on the higher chair take a higher responsibilities. It's not easy to be the executive director, the case manager, or the producer, or even the coordinators, because they take on responsibilities. Anytime you have a title, you have responsibilities. Okay. Same thing. If you're a general in the army, if you are the admiral, if you are the staff sergeant, you the sergeant, you are the whatever the title that you earn, it comes with responsibility. It's a little bit money, incentive is good, benefit is fine, but then it comes with responsibility. And that's how we learn too. I don't mind. I love responsibility. I don't want to have to be on the bottom of the rug. I want to be able to step the ladders on a corporations or agency. I was act as an interim executive director for a few years. That was a fine, like the most admirable year for my life. I gotten to sit down with the high stakeholder. I gotten to work on grant writing, work with the grant writer, come up with statistic planning, do the report, do the grant report, attend the grant fund and the grant raising or fundraising and all that. It was cool. I mean, I love the title, but the job was too much. By the time I realized at 10 o'clock in the evening, I'm still working, doing a report. I'm like, oh man, the title come with responsibility. So just remember that. Sometimes that's why my daughter, uh, she's with the MGM here in Las Vegas, and she got hired to do the high roller ticket. So she get to sell like ticket to the high stake roller. I mean, the performance ticket, the concert or the game, what have you. So we always get complimentary ticket to go certain event, like upper class event seat and so on and so forth. So they want to promote her to a higher position. She tell me about it. So you should take no, mom. It's good money, but I want to be home with my sweetheart. I want to be able to enjoy my life. If I take this job, it's gonna consume my life. Um, yeah, that's the bad thing. Grayman, what I learned about working anywhere at all. Okay, always take on responsibility. My daughter used to be so adamant when she worked with older generation. I think she's the youngest worker at this big corporation. So a lot of senior workers, they are not computer savvy, meaning that they can't figure out certain thing. So then they always come to her because she's a computer whiz, so she can, like, turn the computer into like a research center. So she used to tell me about some of the funniest story, because these people, they want to retire, but they can't retire, so they have to keep working. Even they upgraded the technology. They don't want to. Okay, older generation like my mom generation, they don't feel that technology, or they feel that technology is a threat to them. They said that it's so humiliating by just trying to learn, a few things. So for me, I felt that way too when I first learned a CS with the computer programming in college. I hated it. I almost flunked, because I didn't have ideas when IBM come out with that, you know, with that long computer, the original computer, and to, you know, to crack the code. I'm like, I got so, let's call it, so intimidated by it, you know, because I said, it's so confusing. Now it's so easy, you know. I mean, the program is easy, the computer is easy, so it worked well for us, and you know, so I'm good with technology. So this time that I can figure out a few things, so I still have to Google and work it out, and then I also learned to use the editing program. That's quite sophisticated, and I did really good on it. You know, if you go back and see some of my previous um, pre-recorded show. I did my own editing. I haven't done that for a long time. I was telling you guys earlier that I now I do live show. I don't have to pre-record and do editing because it take a lot of time. I do the voiceover, and if it's get distracted, so it got a little bit complicated. You know, I gotta say that I did a lot better than I was at my young age, at this age, you know, where a lot of people feel intimidated that they can't work the computer. But for me, I love the challenge. If I don't understand something, I will go to someone who know how to work it, or I Google it and figure it out. It doesn't take me, if it take me 2 3 days to figure it out, I'll figure it out. And that's just a new learning now, that I don't have to turn encyclopedia that thick to figure it out. Now it's just a matter of, you know, Google search, and it'll give you what you learn, what you need to learn. Really? You know, turn on your, you know what you should do? Get us a iPad. Okay, start with an iPad first, and then you Google on YouTube. You even Google Chef Banner like you do here, and you just started. You just started. First, you have to create an account to be on here. You have an account, right? So, and then you use your smart TV. So you log onto your YouTube account on your TV, so you can see YouTube. You can see YouTube show on there. You don't have to be a YouTuber. You don't have to have account to watch YouTube show, but you have to have an account to come on and converse with me, or to click like or subscription. If you don't have a YouTube account, you cannot do that. So I know you're good at computer. I know what you're talking about. So you can do that. Or TV is easy. You just turn on the remote, and then you click for the program, right? Same thing for the computer. Now I use computer for TV. Okay, so there's TV in every room in this house. So even in my room, I don't turn it on. You know, I don't like watching TV. I like to knit. I like to sew. I like to write journal. I'm still writing my book too. It's called Empowering Woman. So I still have a few more chapters. I keep saying that I should get it done. It's coming along. The book is beautiful. I'll let you guys know when the book is ready. I'm still working on it. I'm stuck on just a couple more pages. So and that's something that I work on all the time also, beside cooking and coming right here, conversing with all of you, right? So I have I have grown from from timid person, from ignorant person, from someone who's fear just to be out of home, someone who fear from swimming. I still have fear of deep water, but other than that, I have overcome a lot. I have achieved more, far beyond than a person my age. You know, I'm 63, so a lot of 63 women will not be able to sit here and do what I do, or don't know how to turn on a computer and do a program. So I'm in more like a little advancing uh, than a lot of my peers. Okay, I'm not saying American are more far advanced in language. I'm talking about the Asian peers, where they don't speak enough language to do what I do, and I respect that, you know. But then the computer is something that I love. You know, I have iPad, iPhone, um, iMac. So it allowed me to progress, allow me to grow, allow me to be up to date with the modern technologies, because everything now is operate on internet, operate on computer, operate on iPad, iPhone. Everything is on the tip of your finger. So therefore, you have to grab it. You have to learn it. It's so easy. Soon you get used to being on iPad, and then you can learn other feature. It just start with a simple thing, just like we start with kindergarten, first grade, second grade. You have to like keep upgrading yourself, keep graduating from the basic level to advanced level. So when you're at advanced level, then you have that confidence, you have that assurance, you have that assertive. So you want to do better. So like when I started doing the editing program for the show or editing program for the movie, I was so timid. I you don't know how many times I accidentally deleted the program and I have to get it reload. And my coach used to get me. I said, "Can you not do that?" You know. But there's a lot of feature that I'm not able to unravel and use it yet. But using the editing program, the video editing program, or the movie editing program was sophisticated. It was so much fun now that I got used to it. I used it. I love it. It gave me a new level of confidence. I'm so confident. It's that, hey, you need video editing, you need movie editing. I can help you. Come on, come on, come on. It's that easy now. So I'm proud of myself. For this age that I can crack some code of technology code. I love having iPad. I love having iPhone. I love having computer. I love having new thing, the new gadget that I'm not that can utilize to help improve our life, improve our accessibility. Okay? So I feel good, at this age, at my capacity that I'm able to do what I can do now. I feel good about myself. I can record my own show. If I want to edit it, I edit it. I don't have to hire people for a lot of money. When you hire people to do editing, especially movie or video, it costs you a lot of money. And I consider doing that. If anybody hire me to do video editing or movie editing, go for it. It's easy now. so so something I need to be proud of myself too. That I able to learn it. You know, I didn't go to school for it, but I learned from someone who knew how, and and the program was purchased, and then I just did the work. And the more I do it, the more comfortable, the more assertive, the more confident I have, and then the more confident we have, then be able to be more creative, to be able to do further, to just just want to excel. I mean, just like in college, we get our PhD. Uh, One of my friends had 3 PhD. I'm like, oh, must be obsessed with school. What you do with 3 PhD? We hardly get 1 PhD. You got 3. I said, yeah. And then he's overqualified with all job. The job that they hire high school kid, or one with bachelor degree or master degree. He got 3 PhD. He overqualified. Now he's unemployed. So overqualified. So I'm underqualified a lot of time, but then I try to excel. But anyway, hey, it's getting later. All right, we need to sleep. Tomorrow, if I have time, because like I said, I'm prepared for a long drive. Well, I'll probably long sleep because somebody's gonna be driving for sure. Unless I'm being asked to help with driving, then I'll be with my family in Stockton, California tomorrow. Um, do I have blue light glasses? No, I don't. I When I work on the computer a lot, I have green protector, and but then I wear glasses. I wear glasses that had anti-glare also, if that's what you're talking about. I don't have blue light glasses. Um, that'd be cool, huh? Is that good for the working on the screen? Oh, I know. Like I said, I don't watch TV unless I want to see my own show and see how it turned out on on the big screen. Because when I record on my phone, it looked good, it sounds good, but then it didn't sound good, look good on the big screen, like the 45, 85 inches. It had different dimensional. because most of the time I see myself on the handphone, and when I see myself on the big screen, it's like, ew, and like started seeing things that you don't want to see, especially your face, and especially when you do the flat screen or the long screen. Now, instead, it's better to do like the short screen for live for the live streaming. When I did the long screen. Uh, for some reason the attendance was crazy. I couldn't read the screen, and it was less people coming on. But when I do the skinny screen, the short screen, then I see more attendance. I don't know how that worked, but I was told that that's how YouTube work when you do the full screen for the live streaming. And it has kind of blockage. I don't understand it. Okay, so I tried the skinny screen, the long screen, the vertical screen, horizontal screen, no, vertical, horizontal. So there's a big difference. So, but I love the full screen though, I mean, whoa, you blow up, But anyway, all right. I, I see. I got you. So you just order one online, Grayman? Or the screen I have for I don't have for the iPad. I have it for the laptop. The anti-glare protective screen. You order a pair. Did it work well? You just did you got it already? Did it work well? Yeah, I I like the profile name. I think that's pretty neat. Mm, very nice. Did you like it? How does it work? It help you when you work on the screen? Oh, I see. Yeah, I saw those too. I saw those too. I think it's pretty neat. I think I can get one from Apple Store, or you just order it online. You order online? Oh, well, thank you for the suggestion. I should try that, huh? Because I have iPad. I don't know if they make some for iPad. I use iPhone and iPad because I'm dual screening. The computer I only work on there when I need to do transferring information, or when I do editing program. Then yes, I have some screen time. I'll try that. I appreciate you sharing with me. Blue light glasses. I'll Google it and I'll find out what you're talking about. Now that you got me curious. Well, thank you for the time you spend with me, Grayman. Like I said, if I cannot be here on tomorrow because I already had things set up for. If I have time to come back on here, doing some cooking, I could. If I mean, if I could, if it's not, because I have to take a long trip driving to California. It's about 580 miles, so it take about good 8 hours if you about 8 hours of driving. That's on the minimum speed, the long drive. I can fall asleep 5 times and still not there. And especially the little kids, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Because when we travel with toddlers, so the question is that, are we there yet? Like 100 of times. So before we got there, they fall asleep. Say, yeah, we here. Wake up. And then be mad. Say, are we here yet? Um, I well, it is a little bit, because when we do, it's a lot of stress, but I manage it. Like I come on here. This is stress free for me. And turn this little apple into lotus. That's stress free. It's fun for me. I mean that's what I do. I do the distraction. Um, Now my brother just passed, so I'm still mourn for my brother. So I when I do stuff like this, it helped me stay focusing on the items, instead of feeling the loss, and feeling sorry, and and because my brother was I'm close to him, and it was hard for me too. It's not for me. Oh, me too. It's hard for me, uh, and tomorrow when I get there, it's gonna be more difficult because then I will see the rest of my family, especially his daughter, who's close to me also, and it's just like reliving that moment again. But it's crucial that I'm there to give the support. She needs the moral support because she know that she include me in every decision making. So that's nice. She considered me, respected me for that high regard. So I appreciate her. Yeah, I do yoga in the morning. It helped me. Um, I I love physical activity. Uh, it helped. It helped release the good hormones and allow us to be happy in the midst of our crisis. And so, like I said, there's certain thing that we cannot clear it, we cannot solve it, and then just turn it to God. God said that, just give it to Him, let Him carry the yoke for you, carry the burden for you. And though you don't feel like it's lifted, though you don't feel like it's going away, and even ignore when you walk away, you sleep, you eat, it still don't go away. I understand. I've been there before. Those are like crazy at time, but it'll get better. You just need to take care of our body, take care of mind, physical, mental, and once we had other aspect taken care of, and then we begin to feel good inside and be able to see things clearlier, and able to find the support and be able to find a resource, find the referral if needed, and find the support financially, mentally, physically, or about, all of the above. So, well, thank you for caring. I appreciate that, and yeah, we do need that. And that's why you find me doing a lot of crocheting, because that is part of the therapy that I enjoy. Because when I crochet, I have to focusing on the pattern, on the counts, and if I don't focus on the count, then I miss the patterns. Same thing for this. If I don't focus on it, like cooking, same way. I got burned the other day too. I was like, I'm not focusing, and I think I still have, uh, yeah, I still have burn mark there. Yeah, still right here, right here. So same thing. So stress is something that we never gonna be free of, but it's just learning how to cope with it, learn how to deal with it in the best mechanism. Find a way to deal with it without hurting yourself, without damaging yourself. Um, if singing is helping, do. If writing help, do. If travel, walk, talk, run, jump, feeding, cooking, singing, driving, whatever help you, do. Okay, but don't ignore it. If you ignore it, it's not going to go away. But if you try in every aspect, if if A doesn't work, go B doesn't work, C. Sometimes you put all the A, B, C together. Maybe you find a solution in D. So just know that God said that He doesn't give us challenge that bigger than our ability to handle. That's what he said. So he also said that if we have faith as small as the mustard seed, it can move the mountain. So that was just like, I believe in you too, but then move the mountain. No one can move the mountain. You move the mountain, you have to move the earth, because mountain attached to earth, because you can't move the mountain. I can move the rock from the mountain, maybe a little rock, I could. But then symbolically, I think God just wants to test us that, just have faith, okay? To make it grandeur, to make it so big, to huge. That if you have faith big as a mustard seed, you can move the mountain. Like I said, if you can move the mountain, you move the earth, okay? Because mountain attached to earth. That's like it's not flowing. It's not flowing in the air like earth, okay? You can move it, The mountain attached to earth. There's no way you can move the mountain. So it just what do you call it? It's symbolically taught to human. If you figure out that you cannot move the mountain, you can solve the problem, because the mountain can never move, because mountain do not move. Mountain is part of earth, So I figured that out. So that's why I said I have faith. I believe in the greatness to move the mountain. No one could. Even God himself, he created the mountain. So he might move it, but we can't. Only God can, because he just wants us to trust in him. And that's why he said that if you have faith, a little mustard seed, you can move the mountain, meaning that just believe in him. If you're Buddha, you believe in different concept and principle. If you're Christian, you learn, about the mustard seed. Okay. Right? I said enough. Let's go to bed, all right? I mean, it's later. I want to look nice and beautiful until tomorrow, okay? So let's get some sleep so your eye can be clear and white and skin can be clear. But you remember, I have my own skincare. I make my own home essentials. So, I mean, I use it. I feel good, look good, okay? So if you want to make some of that, can see some of my video. It's long and lengthy, I mean, you can just forward and get to the crucial portion of it. But anyway, I love you guys coming on and spend the time with me in this evening. Love that. And for those who scroll and for those who stay here to have the conversation, I appreciate that. And you too, Grayman, you have a very pleasant dream. Okay? Good night to you too. Love and respect all of you. Have a good night. Have a good and safe day, and have a good weekend, okay? And if you travel safely. If you fly, have a safe flight. If you stay home and try to clean the house like I did the last couple of weeks, make spick and span. So that way you've done one day and you can enjoy the rest of the time. That's what I did. I organized my pantry. It looks great. I organized the cupboard. It looks great. It's going to stay great. Anybody try to move things, I remind them right away, hey, unless you want to hire me the next time, you will hire me to do it. This time I do for free. The next time you mess it up, you hired me to do it. Or your item can get missing, because I'm going to just donate it. So people scare me now. All right. A lot of love. Good night, Grayman. Thank you for spending time with me. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you for your comment. Love that. Thank you for conversing with me. I enjoy that also. So next time, if I have yard stream, I could have put you on here. I have to pay for the yard stream, and I was so adamant because yard stream was tricky. Okay, they charge you by weekly, and it's not cheap. At first, I thought it was like it's like a monthly plan. It was weekly plan, and they want a whole lot of money for it. And I said, you know what? I'm okay. I don't have to do StreamYard. I can't bring people onto the screen unless I purchase a StreamYard, like you have panel. But on TikTok it's different. I can bring anybody on TikTok and I don't have to pay for the StreamYard. But for YouTube I have to do that. So all right. Sleep well, you guys. Pleasant dream. A lot of love, a lot of hug. Thank you for being here with me. I appreciate all of you.